Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Friday live stream. Now, I know we started a little late tonight, but don't worry, it's all worth it because we got some very special, very good players playing tonight in an epic 3v3 challenge. We have Team Excal versus Team Marakar. That's going to be Excal, Killer, and Ganja versus Marakar, TumStep, and HuMMi. So it's going to be pretty intense. It's going to be 10k, so it's not going to be Twilight Flame 50k. It's going to be, I think we're starting with Defcon, so some of you guys will be happy. You know, you like Defcon, so, you know, everyone's happy and excited for that. But yeah, it is a proper, standard 3v3, 10k, the way it used to be done ages ago, and we're going to do it today as well. And this has been very nicely sponsored by Mr. Loshadka. Thank you very much for making it all possible, making this happen. And yeah, I'll be your host for this evening. We're going to be observing all the lovely action by these lovely players, and let's see if they are ready and waiting in the lobby. So yeah. Why so late, says Mayarm. Well, it's a little difficult, you see, when we're all adults and lives and this and that, and everyone's doing things and this, that, and the other. It's a bit difficult to kind of schedule everything together, but we try our best, man. We try our best. It just had to start a little later, and that's it. But then, you know, it's coming. It's sorted. It's fine. But yes, we have some... Okay, interesting name here. Ganja. Okay, it's probably going to misfire on the software there. Yeah, even Killer. I don't think I have AKA Killer. Give me a second here, because I might need to ask Killer and Ganja if they can change their names. So their names will show correctly on the control bar, stuff like that. We get a little icon, right, of, you know, their profile pics. Would be fun. So we'll see if we can get that operational, right? Always nice to do that. But yeah, it's going to be pretty intense. It's going to be a best of 11. That's a race to 6 victories. So yeah, guys, I should probably run a poll. Who do you think is going to take it? Let's set up a poll right now. We are running with a stream delay, so you guys know. Who will win? Team Excal, Team Marakar, or I don't know. Null vote. Alright. I'll set it up in on Twitch as well. See if I can do that. Always fun, right? To run these little polls. Team Excal, Team Marakar. And the votes are already coming in. So nice, man. So nice. I don't know. Null vote. All right. Let's see. And there we go. The polls are now live. So far, Team Excal is in the lead. But guys, Team Marakar, man. TumStep, Marakar, HuMMi. This is no joke, man. These are proper players, man. This is serious stuff. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. A lot of people, they see Excal, they assume Excal, right, will win it. Because he wins a lot of challenges, let's be honest. Fine, I'll agree with people on that one. But the competition here is pretty stiff, guys. It's not exactly a clear-cut victory for Team Excal, I think, although that is what's coming in the votes. 44% saying Team Excal, 35% saying Team Marakar. The rest says, I don't know. In fact, it's not often that we see the I don't know vote coming so close. So some of you who, you know what the players are capable of, you're like, yeah, this is going to come pretty close. So, you know, that's nice to see. That's quite interesting, quite exciting. But yeah, let me have a quick look-see here. I tell the players if they can potentially rename themselves. Okay, so I do have AKA Ganja. Okay. Ganja. Can you name yourself to AKA Ganja? Because I do have that one. Yes. Yeah. Because otherwise it's not gonna capture him. Let me see. Killer as well. Killer, let me double check. And Killer I don't have with the AKA tag, which I'm pretty sure he wants. He didn't tell me he was going to play with that name. Yeah, your names won't show correctly on my end. I did ask the players if they could let me know what names they were going to play with. Because these are not the names that I have set up. I do have NGE Killer. Can also be NGE Killer. I have that one. I don't know if that still applies. You know, they might be switching with clans and things. I don't know. Is that is that an old name? I think so, right? But yeah, let's see. Who are we still waiting for? I think we still need Mr. Excal. Old clan tag. Ah, okay. And then we'll be good to get going, get started. Let's see. The poll so far on Twitch, almost no one voted. But Team Marakar. Oh, okay, the votes are sort of split, man. Sort of split. People saying Leggy AI dead. Is Leggy AI dead? Let me double check here. Leggy AI should be operational. Yeah, he's not responding though. Why is Leggy AI not responding? I mean, while we're waiting for the players, we could actually see if we can restart Leggy AI. Yeah, let me restart it. Let me do that real quick. The only thing is that... oh, Excal is here. Well, I'll be quick about it. Let me close the game quickly and restart it. Background music should disappear, but it should come back very quick. And then hopefully Leggy AI will magically come back to life. This is how we like it. And the background music is back, and I can end the poll as well. So it's definitely still Team Excal who's in the lead here, according to everyone. Alright, so Leggy AI should be operational again. And let's see. Fire up the game and join the fellas. Let's see, boys. Okay, Excal is there. And go observer. And there we go. First map is going to be Defcon. Shall I fill in... do in and out? Because I could just do that. Don't know if they want to do that. Speed that up. Looks like we are still missing Mr. Marakar here. One of the star players of tonight. Alright, let's see. Marakar says he's on the way. So that's good, boys. That's good. Alright, let's see. What is the delay? Does it actually answer Leggy AI? Does it tell us? Let's test it out. We do have a stream delay of around 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, wait. I see a problem. Yeah, there's a problem with... Yeah, I can see it on my end. Yeah, something's wrong with Leggy AI there. Looks like we'll be going without it. Bit of a strange problem there as well. Alright. It's fine, man. It's fine. We'll still be able to focus on the games. I can tell you guys that. It should be nice. Should be good. And let's see. Marakar's still on the way. In the meantime, we can already do the armies. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to first have everyone be random. We'll go into the game. And then we'll take it from there, right? We'll see what armies everyone is assigned. Then we get out of the game right away, and then we manually assign the armies. So like that, the players can check the strats and stuff. So I'm going to be getting the army on behalf of Marakar here, who's going to be normal USA. I'm having a slow load issue as well, by the looks of things. All right. Well, that's not off to the best thing. Okay. Just letting him know, Mara, you're USA. Yeah, I'm not seeing Killer or Ganja low. That's rather interesting. Let's see, boys. Let's see. Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like there's something going on with Leggy AI. It looks like there's been... from what I can see from my end, it's a thing that YouTube has done. It's an update on YouTube's end. So we'll just... I'll have to have a look after the stream's over, get it all fixed. You know how it goes, right? You know how it goes. Zaid says, Leggy, don't talk too much, please. Just start the tournament. Well, it's a little difficult to start the tournament if we don't have all the players. There is that. I mean, you know, I could try. I could do a little magic trick, but I don't think that's how it works. But yeah, let's see. I'll restart my game as well, just to be on the safe side. And then we'll be off to the races, boys. Let's do it. We'll have Team Excal versus Team Marakar. This is gonna be good. Alright, Marakar says he's ready. Everyone here. Do I host? I guess I host. And everybody seems to be joining. That's good. Let's see. Excal's here, Marakar's here, Killer, Ganja. I still need HuMMi and Killer. I mean, HuMMi and TumStep. It shouldn't. Especially because 3v3 matches tend to be quite short. One thing that's very important is that we all restart our game after every match. This will greatly reduce crashes, mismatches. I'll wait for HuMMi to join as well so he can read this. This is important information that all the players have to stick to. I'm also going to tell them that they need to close the other radmins as well. That's also one of the things. So yeah, we're not playing on Generals Online. We're playing on a mix of super hackers as well as the original 0 Hour 1.04 without any enhancements, whatever. Let me see who actually has the patch here. All right, I can't tell. I can't tell because of some settings on my end. But some of these guys are on the patch. I think TumStep's on the patch. I think Marakar's on the patch. And HuMMi also said he was on the patch. Okay. So, one of the devs of the Super Hackers patch just messaged me. He said, it's better if someone with the patch is a host. So, I'll host. I will solve the problem. Waiting on Mr. HuMMi, though. Where is Mr. HuMMi? Because then we'll be good to go. So the players are selecting their positions and their armies. Marakar USA over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's 2, 4, 6. So we have a diagonal. Wait. 2, 4. Wait, something wrong with the positions, isn't it? Or am I going crazy? 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, I think something's wrong with the position. Where's HuMMi anyway? Okay, I don't know. I'll just write this. Where is HuMMi? Oh, there he is. Is boss good? Because it doesn't look good to me. It doesn't look good to me. Something looks a little off here. Or am I going crazy? Because this is number 4. This is number 2. Shall I select the map again? Because I don't know, man. It's not looking good. It should be 2, 4, and 6 versus 3, 5, and 7. And I think the players are still discussing their strategies here. Let me also tell them also close other radmin servers. Very important to avoid PC bugs. And we have Mr. Martin becoming an elite member on YouTube. Thank you very much. Hey. I bet you guys are all ready and excited for this lovely 3v3 set. Because it is going to be absolute fire, I can tell you that. But let me tell the guys, we want to get started here. They've been having all this time chatting away in their voice chats. That's why we're kind of waiting. They're planning their strats out. But let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure if the positions are correct, though. I feel like I'm missing something here. Shouldn't it be... Like, wasn't it diagonal? Is Ganja on the correct boss? Shouldn't he be on the left? Or am I missing something? He says yes. 6, 7, 4. How does this make sense? I'm sorry. How does this make sense? Am I missing something? How does this pause make sense? I'm missing something. Marakar and Ganja are on opposite ends. Oh, they're mixing up the teams, are they? Is that what's going on? That's what's going on. Okay, so hang on. So Ganja should be with Killer and Excal. So that is Killer, Excal. Okay. So we have 3, 4, 5 should be next to each other. Yes, there we go. There we go. All right, we good, boys. We good. We good. Yeah, I was wondering what was going on there. So the positions were correct. The teams just weren't. But here we go, boys. Let's start. Let's have it happen. 10 seconds door. God. Guys, let's start. We came here for the GGs. Let's see it happen. Super Weapon Demo Air versus USA Nuke USA. It's gonna get interesting, especially because there's an Air Force, and the Air Force is Mr. Excal. And he's in the 5th position, so he's nice and safe in the back. So he's actually gonna be quite the scary guy here. Come on, boys. Come on. Guys, can we start, please? It's taken awfully long here. And only waiting on Marakar, and then we're good to go. They're definitely spending a lot of time discussing the strats here. But yeah, the majority of you watching say that Team Excal is going to take it. I'm not too sure, boys. I'm not too sure. That being said, Excal does have some very good teammates here. Ganja is a notorious player for doing good team play stuff. And Killer, definitely a rising star in the 0 Hour community. Very good player as well. And then Marakar has an ally like TumStep as well, and HuMMi. But ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We're off to the races. First match of this best of 11. Let's see it happen. Let's see how things are going to go down. If Ganja loads. Seriously. Seriously. Okay, why does Ganja not load? Let me check with the Discord. Ganja loading for you guys? Question mark? Nope. Okay. Might need to restart the game. Everyone's DCing for me, he says. Right. Yikes. Okay. He says, I'm gonna read my PC quick. Okay. Alright, well, let's see. I guess we're not starting with the first match yet. So Mr. Zaid was like, Leggy, less yapping, more tournament. Well, I mean, you know. Gotta wait for him to restart his PC. Hopefully that will fix the issue of not loading. Alright, I'll restart my game as well to be on the safe side. We do it. Let me see. Maybe we need a different host. Let's see, who would be a good host? Excal would be a good host, but he's not on the patch. Ideally, we have someone who is with the patch. TumStep, you have the ZH patch. Can we try having you as host? Just to be on the safe side here. Okay. Alright. So basically, whoever has the TSH patch, the community patch, is gonna have some extra sort of light little fixes added to the network code that should apply to everyone to a certain extent, to a certain degree. And that should help reduce lag as well as DC screens. So on the whole, it's better to do it like this. Well, let's see. Hopefully everything's going to work out okay. So, HuMMi is back. Let's see that everyone puts the position correctly. So Excal was bottom right, Air Force, that's correct. We have Marakar over here as USA on the left, that's correct. And then we have HuMMi here as USA, and on the top we have TumStep as Nuke. And now we're waiting for Mr. Killer and for Mr. Ganja. Unfortunately, these things can happen, guys, where something is going on with someone's connection or they have something not working right. Most of the times, these things don't really happen that much anymore with the high-tier games because a lot of the players would be doing these kind of challenges relatively frequently, so their stuff is already set up, already up to scratch, already good. But it can still happen from time to time, so just have to have a little patience here. Let's wait for the other two players and then we'll get started. But once we do start, it'll all go perfectly, hopefully. So that'll be nice. Ismail says, Ganja was great at the CXN team tournament. Yeah, Ganja is notorious for being a very good team player. Me and Killer loaded. Now, I do have to specify this, because otherwise I could cause a mismatch. Yeah, did you... Because this is important, because this can actually cause a mismatch. No, do it. And this is the thing, man, this is the thing. We gotta stay on it. These players, their main focus right now is the strategies and the game and stuff like that. So hopefully on these kind of things of reminding guys, hey, restart your game and stuff like that, hopefully I can contribute a little bit here and there. Because if the players do that, if every time it's a clean game start, then everything will just work a bit better. And that's what we want. I see everyone saying, bruh, dude. Yeah, it can happen, man. It can happen. But on the whole, we're getting these kind of issues a lot less than in the past. And usually it's just the first things with the first match, right? Once the first match is done, then everything's good. Why Generals Online doesn't work for you? I don't have my code hooked in with Generals Online yet. So my hacks don't work. Alright, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're off to the races. Attempt number 2. But I'm feeling confident. Let's see. Might have a slow load. And we don't. We're off to the races, boys. It's happening. Yes! Oh, wait. Might still be slow load. Slow load. Wait. Also, make sure everyone closed all other radmins, because that's why this tends to happen as well. So, you know, maybe check in VC with your mates. But yes, we're getting there. Step by step. Your Killer randomly popped back in. You saw that? So he might have been in multiple radmins. Yeah, Killer is in. Well, let's see. There's still a very good chance that Marakar will come back and the game will continue. And it's not necessary that he's in multiple radmins. Just that this bug that's happening now is often caused by being in multiple radmins, but it's not the only cause. So we'll see. Hopefully in about 3 seconds, Marakar will be back and the game continues. And there we go. Yeah, it's looking good. Things are moving slowly but surely. And let's have a look at the first match. And yep, all good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, over here we have Mr. Killer as Super Weapon General. To the right, he has his mate, Mr. Excal, as the Air Force. And above him, we have Demolition General for Ganja, who didn't change his name. Oh my god, I told him to change his name. He didn't do it. Anyway, they are Team Excal versus Team Marakar, consisting of TumStep over here at the top as the Nuke General. On the left side, we have HuMMi as normal USA. And below, we have Marakar himself as USA as well. Now, there's going to be some pressure here on the Air Force, on the very right here. Let's have a look. Because the Air Force can be really powerful, really potent. With the Raptors here, they can really contribute and make a lot of things happening. Especially harassing the USAs can be real nice. And Excal at the same time does what Excal does. He comes in with a drop. His Very nice signature move. I think whenever Excal's a USA, there's like a 80% chance he's going to do a drop of some kind. He's going to go over here. I'm going to try and prevent some middle expansion here from Mr. TumStep. Well, let's see. We also have a drop coming in from Mr. HuMMi. HuMMi trying to go back to Excal and do some damage back to him. Why not, right? Why not? Let's see how it goes. And we have a dozer and some Mr. Defenders coming in. Laser lock and very nice. Takes out a dozer and builds a barracks. Meanwhile, on the left-hand side, we also have a drop. So there's a lot of dropping over here. But let's see. Very important moment here. Excal actually shuts down the dozer. That barracks does not go online. That's going to make things a little smoother here for Excal. But let's see what's happening here. Tech coming in from Mr. Ganja. Takes out the war factory here. Slowing down the potential attacking from TumStep. TumStep even selling the supply here. And ooh, look at this. Double scrap on the technical. Yikes. Not looking good here for Mr. TumStep. Also lost his trucks. And that is one dozer down. The other dozer over here, all by his lonesome. And that is the last dozer of the pink player as well. So it's not looking too great here for Team Marakar. But let's see. A new dozer being dropped in by HuMMi. He's going to finish that barracks. And ooh, that was an interesting bug, wasn't it? A laser lock on the Chinook, but actually was damaging the airfield instead. Let's see, a couple technicals come in just to make sure that HuMMi over here is not going to be causing some problems with those missile defenders. He's still kind of causing problems. See, on the left side, we still see Killer doing some good attacks here on Marakar. Marakar seems to be struggling. He's got one oil, but that's all he's got here. It doesn't look like he's got much going for him. And both of these USAs just really going crazy on each other with the drops and the harassment. They're both really wounded, right? And really beaten back. And TumStep surrenders. Let's see, did he have anything at all? Does he still have that dozer? Did he gift that? Yeah, that got gifted now to the red player HuMMi. Not that he will do much with that dozer. I'm pretty sure it's not really going to do much. Let's see. Raptor is out here from Mr. Excal. And Tech on the barracks there. Gonna take it out. Let's see. The Raptor flies in. It looks like it's locked onto something. Not that much going on here. In fact, we do see HuMMi coming in again with another drop. And that is very nice here. Dropping off a load of missile defenders and a split fire from Excal, managing to take out the missile defenders that just landed. That is also very painful here. And let's be honest, man, it's looking like it's a done deal here for Team Marakar. Marakar over here is absolutely crippled. In all fairness, over here, we can see Killer is kind of struggling as well. But Excal is very much alive, and TumStep is eliminated, and the Raps coming in, and there we go. There's a GG coming in already. Team Excal getting the first victory here in a matter of minutes. Very well played there. Very fast, very aggressive. A lot of drops, a lot of things going on. But eventually, you could see how Ganja came in strong, right? With that Tech stopping the power, the firepower that TumStep could bring to the game. And TumStep was eliminated very quickly, right? If you think about it. And that also makes a difference. The other guys, they were trying to focus on the Air Force, on Mr. Excal there. And he held. He actually held. He got some help from Ganja. And that's how he got those Raptors up. And once those Raptors are up, yeah, it's time to be afraid, man. It's time to be afraid. And I'm a little stuck. Okay, there we go. We're good, boys. We're good. Also had a super chat coming in from Jin Dojin saying, oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. Let's see. I can ask Ganja if we could change his name, because otherwise it comes all wacky. Ganja, can you please change your name to AKA Ganja? Please? Because otherwise it looks like a bit garbled for everyone. It doesn't seem like he will mind. Alright, now we're going to see the reverse, ladies and gentlemen. So all the players are now going to swap position and army. So whoever was here, that was Excal, is now over here. So Excal is now top left. And he's going to be the army that HuMMi was. So HuMMi was here as USA, and now it swaps. Now we have HuMMi down below as the Air Force, and Excal up top left with the normal USA. And like that, it's sort of still fair, right? It's sort of still fair because, of course, some of you might have been like, well, what do you expect? They had an Air Force. Of course, they're going to get a victory in. But like this, it's a bit more fair, right? The random reverse, it is called. And it's how a lot of these challenges are played. Now, of course, the guys are going to take a bit of time to discuss the strats. Like, what are we going to do? How are we going to do it? These two USAs at the bottom really seem to be locked in, right? They were so busy attacking one another and crippling one another that they were both just kind of like a mess of a situation. Neither of them was really able to stand tall or do anything. because, you know, they just kind of cripple each other. So really and truly, in a way, it almost was like a 2v2. And the moment that Nuke General was taken out, yeah, everything just went into freefall mode. And Team Excal got it. Very fast, very aggressive win. There was one very nice moment, though, when Excal used the split fire. Look at this. The evac came in from HuMMi. Very nice. And look at that. A lot of those missiles of the King Raptor still hit the missile defenders down below. Players are now getting their armies and positions and all that good stuff. But basically, it comes down to this. If you can keep the Air Force alive on a map like this, in a situation like this, oh, man. You can do some serious damage, some serious stuff. Let's see. Are the positions correct? I think so. 1, 4, and 6. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Again, we're going to have the diagonal battle. Some keen-eyed viewers may have noticed there was a bit of a red line going across. That's just a little feature so you guys can see where the split is between the left team and the right team. Defcon is the only map where that really activates. Because all the other maps you can kind of clearly see. They usually have all 3 players in one corner and all 3 others in the other corner. And on Defcon, it's not as clear, so you guys get a little aid, a little bit of fun like that. And are we good? Do we have another slow load? It looks like we have another slow load. And this time it is Killer again and Marakar again. But let's see if everything's going to correct itself. Apparently I have a whole load of buttons pressed. Ooh. How could that happen? Alright, so we just have to wait it out. This is just a slow load thing. And this means that... Yeah, now Marakar again. Only Marakar. Oh, it's very interesting. But it means that we just have to wait it out and then everything works. Because Marakar can connect with TumStep, but he can't connect with 1 or 2 of the other players. And that's why we're getting this. So, something like that. We just gotta wait it out, and then the game will continue. So this is probably gonna happen every match tonight, but it's just a quick waiting thing, and then it continues, so it should be alright. Ganja played that so well, says Yitz. Yeah, he did a good job. He did a good job. He was paying attention to what he could do against TumStep and also what Excal needed to stay alive, right? A few things here and there. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are off to the races. Let's start down below here with the green player, which is Mr. Killer as normal USA. Above him is Mr. Excal, also normal USA. To the right, we have the yellow player, Wild Ganja, as a Nuke General. They are Team Excal fighting Team Marakar. Team Marakar on the right here. We've got TumStep as Demolition General. Down below, we have HuMMi as the Air Force. And on the left, we have Marakar as the Super Weapon General. So, I suspect we're going to see a lot of drops again. Let's see, how many drops? Do we get a drop? We even get 2 barracks. Okay, extra drop-like, you know. Let's see over here. Yes, 2 barracks. Oh, man. And 2 barracks as well. And only 1 barracks. Almost, right? Almost. A lot of USA troops. The USA troops are, of course, very powerful. You know, you can laser lock with the missile defenders. And that can deal an insane amount of damage. Let's see, we got 5 missile defenders here. So this one's likely to go to the Air Force. Because 5 missile defenders is what you need to take out Raptors. If you laser lock it. Let's see, drop coming in over here from the Cyan player Marakar. It's going to harass the income, and at the same time, we have the exact same strat happening on the other side from Mr. Killer. Let's see how it's going to go here. We have the drop coming in from Excal. That's going to go straight to the Air Force. Let's see how that's going to pan out. Where's that going to go? Over here. And this is the thing, if a Raptor's being constructed right now, it can very quickly get laser locked. So a very nice location to drop those units. A few ranges coming in. Here, check this out, check this out. Check this out, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, man. The PDL comes in, but it's not enough. It's too many missile defenders. And just like that, Excal is dealing great damage here to the Air Force. That is HuMMi. It's going to be a little scary, a little dangerous. Let's see what's happening here. We have a terror take coming in from Mr. TumStep. He's going to look for a war factory to destroy. And yes, he does. Drops 3 bad boys and blows up the war factory, no problem. And he's going to try and harass as much as he can. He needs to now do some serious damage because if you look at what's happening down below, HuMMi is almost essentially shut down here by that very nice drop. TumStep, you're going to have to do some serious damage to take out some players here. We have 1 scrap here, but careful not too close. The Dragon Tank deals insane damage to the technical. And that's gone. That's lost. If only he picked up the other piece of scrap, he could have done so much damage. He would have been able to take out this Dragon Tank. But I think he had other problems. Over here, the harassment coming in from yellow as well. So we can see Team Marakar is definitely struggling here. Even over here, Marakar is losing
everything he's got. He does have his oil, and he has a dozer here and 2 barracks, so he's still sort of in it. Over here, he has harassed the green player, but they over here, Killer also has his oils. See, another technical comes in. TumStep has to make it happen. Again, a second time. But there's no third chance. He needs to do insane amounts of damage with this, or else it's over. Let's see what's happening here. Looks like Marakar has actually come in to try and help out. We have random attack on the Rangers here. Let's see what's happening on this side. They're still collecting here, so it looks like Killer has made a full recovery. Can't really say the same here for Mr. Marakar. That being said, though, the first Raptor is out, so we are seeing Mr. HuMMi here with a Raptor. Can deal some damage. There's a half-destroyed Humvee just coming in. The Ranger even took it out. Look at that. You don't see that very often. We have the Raptors now trying to find some nice targets. And this is where things start to get really dangerous. When the Air Force starts getting in control of the situation. When they have the ability to fly across the map and just shut down some of that income of a player. Let's see. Flavor over here. Very nice. Look at that. Good job there from Ganja. Ganja really putting the pressure on TumStep here. And TumStep struggling just to keep that supply going. But so far, the Air Force seems to be okay. Seems to be recovering. Marakar over here would like to take this cash. Could see the Raptors just taking out this barracks. I mean, it's very easy to do that. You just need 2 Raptors. It's very close. Is that what's going to happen? No, we're seeing the Raptors go up north. Could it be to stop these units? Where is HuMMi going to strike? Oh, look at that. Look at the split fire, boys. Beautifully done here from HuMMi. Who needs 2 Raptors? We can do the job with 1. Crazy. Lost 1 Raptor here. And over here, the barracks still persists. And do we still have a dozer out? Looks like the dozer over here was destroyed. Does that mean Marakar's dozer hunted? It does seem to be the case. Up top, though, look at this. Look at what's going on. The Demo General TumStep is just really struggling having this income here, having this money. He hasn't gotten the oils either, so he's just strapped for cash. He's living off of this supply. It's all he's got. And Ganja's just putting on the pressure here. Look at this. 2 Battle Masters, Dragon Tank, Gat Tank, another Dragon Tank. So even if the Air Force were to come in, I don't think they could deal with everything here. At the same time, we do see that oils have gone to Marakar there. Well, Marakar is dozer hunted. But some aid needs to come up north here, because otherwise that's going to be the end of TumStep. He's selling the supply even. And the Raptors, one of them actually going across the map. Probably to try and deny the economy here. Yeah, because that needs to happen as well. But look at the number of units. Very good pressure here from Wild Ganja, the new general. He's doing a great job. See, over here we have a barracks, but that's kind of camped out. There's not much that can happen there. And there still is a dozer down below. And over here on the right side, there is still a dozer as well. A dozer hunt could also be possible for Killer here. Killer actually managing to take this. We have Excal sending 1 HuMMi here to reinforce his mate, Mr. Killer. Yeah, the game is still not done, guys. It's not done. Even though the Air Force is alive and is dealing damage, it's not done. We are still seeing difficult situations. We have a Chinook here. Okay, that's a random Chinook of Marakar, and Marakar surrenders. At least that means that some of the income is going to go to HuMMi here. But this is looking rather difficult here. Killer coming in with another drop, and that is quite a low health airfield. And some panic setting in. Quads are not targeting the missile defenders. Now they are. Came a little close, but he did it. Well done by Mr. TumStep there. Another Humvee coming in. Look at how much pressure there is surrounding this airfield, right? Everyone's focusing on the airfield. Everyone's terrified of the airfield. Another drop coming in from Excal on the other airfield, by the looks of it. Or is it? Yes. Oh, God. Oh, it's just a couple Rangers, man. You know, sometimes a couple Rangers can do a lot of damage. Look at this. He's going to capture it. And now you're going to micro this, right? And good luck not destroying your own airfield. Oh, man, don't tell me it's going to... Okay. I think it's just some light harassment. But let's see. The income over here is dropping pretty hard here from Mr. TumStep. TumStep still didn't manage to get the oils. Oils now belong to Excal. Yikes. Marakar has been completely cleared out. Look at the situation here. And I think there's going to be quite the big blow here, guys, because Team Marakar did have an Air Force at their disposal in this match. And they were probably thinking, yeah, we'll probably win it. We have a nice army combination here. We got a GLA up top. We have an Air Force. We have Super Weapon General. We should be all right in this game. And, you know, the speed at which Team Excal won that match, the previous match, they were probably expecting, Team Marakar was probably expecting they would get a victory here as well. And now we have this situation where TumStep has to destroy the supply trucks in his own original starting base. Right? The oils that have been taken as well in his own original starting base. And you can see Team Marakar is being pushed back into the bottom right corner. More and more pressure coming in. And that's it. It's Team Excal that's going to bring it to a 2-0. Crazy. Raptors now in trouble. Anti-air over here. GG, says HuMMi. And there we go. That is actually Team Excal winning it. When there's an Air Force out for Team Marakar. Look at that, folks. Look at that. This is gonna hurt.
You have been defeated.
For Team Marakar to deal with this, to say, okay, this just happened. We had an Air Force. We lost the match. And now it's 2-0 against us. Yikes, man. That can mess with the psyche of a player, I can tell you that. Knowing you have to deal with powerful players in a 3v3 like this. And knowing that you're behind. Not saying it's not possible for Team Marakar to pull it back. But still, guys, this is gonna hurt. We saw some lovely action, though. We had a very nice split fire here from HuMMi. Check this out. This one Raptor took out the Battle Master, got the Dragon Tank low health, so then the building destroyed it there. Very nicely done. Man, telling you, boys. Telling you. There was a lot of pressure on HuMMi as the Air Force, and I think he did a good job. But I think, to be honest, if I had to pick a guy who really just changed everything there, it was probably going to be Ganja, right? Ganja just being so effective at shutting down TumStep made such a difference. Alright. I will observe, and we switch to the next map. Some super weird pathing in that game. Well, it's... that's the base game. That's why we're yeah, welcome to 0 hour. TumStep's not wrong there. Yeah. Alright, here we go. Icy Frontier. Ladies and gents. Ahmad says the air has no oils. Yeah. I think that Marakar having the random. Yeah, okay. I think Marakar having 4 oils, probably they were like, oh, that's going to work great. But then Marakar ended up getting Dozer hunted. I think that was probably the issue that happened there. Right? Because Marakar started to get a decent amount of income through those oils. But all he could really do was build infantry, USA infantry. Yeah, okay, you can still do a lot with USA infantry. As you saw, Killer did the same, right? Let's see, we have China, Laser, and GLA versus Air, Air, and Inf. What? What? Air, and Inf. What is this? Okay, I gotta tell them, though, to restart their game. Restart your game. It's important. You're gonna tell them. Restart your game. It's important. Gonna tell them. There we go. Alright. Oh, man, that's just something, right? That's just something. 2 airs and an inf. What are those armies? What are those armies, guys? I'm telling you. Is it a best of 11? Says Lord Havelock. Yes. Alright. Did everyone restart their game? It's important to avoid mismatches because we changed map there. We're still missing 1 person. I'll wait for the other person. Veto. I don't think it works that way, man. I don't think it works that way. We need slot 7 open. There we go. And Marakar comes in, and we're gonna say this. Alright, gonna tell the players. And someone is gonna restart their game. And that's the thing, you know, like that, the players don't have to worry about those things. I'll try and keep an eye on that. And as a result, the games go a little smoother. I mean, okay, we're having like a slight slow-low, but for the rest, everything's going buttery smooth, right? You can see the action going on, how much craziness goes on as well. Man, Air Force Inf. I think that's going to be pretty tough for the top team here. Because I think it was China as well, so normal China. Mind you, a normal China, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A normal China versus Inf. Yeah, the Inf should just be able to hold. You know, I have no clue what kind of a strats the top team is going to go for against this. Because one Air Force over here, Mr. Excal, is very much most likely going to go for HuMMi spam, right? Killer is most likely going to go for Raps. Because Raps are just always so powerful. Or maybe even Comanche could work. Because if you get a bunch of stealth Comanche, you can fly in this corner, take out a bunch of stuff, fly in this corner, take out a bunch of stuff, fly around in the back of the base, take out a bunch of income as well. Comanche really and truly could work nicely here. Because, you know, yeah, there's a GLA, there's a laser, but they won't have too much anti-air in too many places. Then again, having 1 or 2 Raps out as well can help deal with initial drops or terror attacks. So I suspect we're going to see the Air Force start with just a few Raps. Then they switch it up to Comanche, but let's see. And then the other Air Force over here, which would be Excal, is probably going to go heavy on the HuMMis just to sort of be able to push back against these other guys. Nickname comes in with a donation. He says, bad free-for-all challenge. Excal, Killer, and Ganja clearly teaming. Excal even cross-mapping HuMMi. I know, right? I know. We should do something about it. We should contact the fair play specialist of game replays and write a report. All right, let's see. Let's see what the players are going to cook up for us over here in this situation. I suspect Marakar is going to go guns blazing. Dual war factory spamming as much as he can. And I suspect we're going to see maybe multiple terror attacks coming out of HuMMi and a drop from TumStep, maybe on the Air Force. But even so, it's going to be so tough because the infantry should be able to help. Even just a few minigunners will already really mess up doing a drop, right? 2 minigunners and a tank counter, you can basically already stop a drop. So there is that. It's going to be tough, boys. It's going to be tough. Let's see. Let's start. Motion in YouTube says, hey, Legionnaire, stream every day, bro. I can't wait 3 days for your stream. I streamed yesterday. I did, I promise. But yeah, this weekend I won't stream, though. This is the last one for the weekend. But yeah, let's see. Mr. HuMMi, is he ready? It's going to be a tough fight. And I suspect, based on the armies, the bottom left team are going to win it. And that means if the score gets to 3-0, that's going to hurt, man. That's really going to hurt. To be 3-0 in a race to 6 victories. Yikes, man. That's tough. But let's see what's going to happen, boys. Never say never. That's the thing with 0 Hour. Sometimes you just see things change or unexpected strats come together and connect, and something that you didn't think was going to work is suddenly magically springing together, and it all makes sense, and people squeeze out a victory. But let's see, right? We got Air Forces. I just still can't get over it. Air Force in the back, Air Force on the left, and then infantry here. Air Force isn't even really too bad, right? Because you still get decently priced HuMMis. HuMMis for normal USA and laser, they're 700. For Air Force, they're 800. So it's 100 bucks more. Okay, it's not great. But for super weapon general, it's 850, right? So the price isn't even too big. You do get cheaper Chinooks for Air Force. So it already kind of counterbalances a few things in the early game. So it's really not too bad. You get point defense laser on the Chinook, so you can use that when you get attacked to keep your HuMMis alive. And we see that a lot as well. I don't know. I'm rooting for the top team, boys. I'm not supposed to, right? Gotta stay impartial, but I can't. I can't. Not in this game. 2-0, like, on the back foot. And having these armies against Air Force. Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We are in match number 3. Are you ready? We have Killer over here as Air Force in the back. And we have Excal over here on the left as Air Force. And down below, we have Mr. Wild Ganja. They are Team Excal facing off against Team Marakar, with Marakar as normal China Up top, we have the pink player TumStep as laser. To the left, we have HuMMi as a normal GLA. So let's see how it's going to go down, boys. Let's see how it's going to go down. I'm very curious to see how it's going to play and what the players will come up with. We've got a beacon here right away. Probably saying, hey, man, you take this supply. I'm not having it. I'm going to be nice and scary and aggressive. Let's see, up top, we have standard builds coming in. Nothing too crazy, but we do, in fact, see a drop coming in from TumStep. What's to be expected, because with a drop, you can actually really mess up a USA in the early game. Got a beacon from Killer here, actually, from Team Excal. Dozer seems to be getting stuck. It always hurts in these early moments if you don't get your units obeying. In the meantime, we do see typical Excal drop coming in over here and harassing the supply collection of HuMMi, slowing him down already. We got a terrorist on foot trying to chase down that Dozer. Not exactly working out. Let's see, we have an uncertain Chinook doing a little dance, but then dropping off the units. I'm going to try and aid Mr. Marakar in the push. We've got a bunker going online here for Wild Ganja. And the Dozer is nicely protected. That bunker is going online. That's happening. In the meantime, we still have the Dozer from Excal. But he seems to be kind of trapped here. So that Dozer is going to be taken out. So that is one thing down. One less thing to worry about. But let's see what's happening down below here. Gat tank is at the ready. This building is actually not occupied, though. Gotta be careful. We see some missile defenders coming in as well. Minigunners at the ready. And the pressure is mounting, boys. The pressure is mounting. It's all coming down to this push, this section here. If Team Marakar can break through the defenses, they have a chance of winning this. But looking at the situation, we've got minigunners at the ready dealing with the missile defenders. Got a Humvee here. Got an outpost. It's not looking good. And the moment he takes this... Whoa! Look at that, Mr. Marakar. What a kick a chat. Crushing those troops, man. That's great stuff. But he can't do it a second time. There we go. The bunker is occupied. And that's not a flamer that's coming out. That's another Gat tank. 2 Gat tanks go down. A third one goes down. And a retreat has been signaled. Marakar trying to get out of there. But let's be honest, it's not looking great. At the same time, we do in fact see Comanche coming out of Killer here. And he is doing the hit and run strats. Already just hitting trucks here and there. And that's basically it. That's it. No trucks here either. Oh man, Stingers now have to be produced by Mr. HuMMi. That is not looking great here. That is looking very painful. No oil grab, no extra resources to Team Marakar. They are just absolutely struggling in this game. And in a way, let's be honest, that was to be expected, right? Air Force doing what an Air Force does. Nuclear reactor destroyed. Oh, boys. That is pretty painful here. That is pretty painful. Team Marakar is basically already done here. We've got a Rebel coming out, but there's no way you're going to get the capture building upgrade and enough time to capture these oils, not when there's Killer here, the Air Force General, with all these Comanche. At the same time, we see Excal with a bunch of Humvees. So that's it. They're happily secured. They're happy and safe. Nothing's going to come in here and mess up Team Excal, which means that they have the freedom to go on the attack. They have the freedom to deal damage. We do have one oil grab here from TumStep. You know, gonna need more than that. And the push comes in, and there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that was a 3-minute, 30-second game. And that is Team Marakar surrendering. Look how fast it can go, people. Look how fast it can go. The Comanche, still a big problem. We just have TumStep on his own. Maybe he's trying something here. He does have everything he needs. He has power. He has income, but there's no way you can win a 3v1 against Excal, Killer, and Ganja. There's just no way. There is just no way. There's no angle of attack either here from the pink player. Maybe he's just kind of messing around here. Yeah, he knows it. Look at that. Basically, that game was decided very quickly. The push that had to happen
you have been defeated.
Down below. Maybe I can over here. The push that happened here, that had to succeed. That's all that Team Marakar could have done. That's what mattered. We did see a good attempt here from Marakar denying the tank hunters from getting in. Let's be honest, man. That was a very tough game to win. So well played to Team Excal. They did everything they had to do. Guys, even if they are in a good position, it is still not easy. You still have to literally walk the path to get everything done correctly, and then you will get that victory, right? It's not that, oh, they didn't have to, it wasn't that hard for them. No, it's still hard, I can tell you guys that. But let's be honest, Team Marakar, they were going to have a hard battle. Let's see, boys. Let's see. Also, I think it was showing the little Dividing line. Wait, I could maybe disable that elsewhere. Let's see. No, I don't know. Alright. And let's see. Yeah, now we're gonna get the reverse. And I can basically tell you guys, if it's not gonna be a victory for Team Marakar now, it's gonna go to 6-0. Call me a liar. Tell me in the chat, you think I'm crazy? If Team Marakar is not gonna get a victory now, it's gonna go to 6-0. They need to get that victory as well. They need to. They need to get it. They need to bring it to 3-1. That will help as well a bit. It'll help with the motivation. It'll help with, okay, we're going somewhere here. But the moment it's 4-0 for Team Excal, motivation's gone. Micro will go out the window. And it's just going to get so hard, so incredibly hard to muster up the courage. And to get your mojo back and have everything click, have everything connect. It's just so hard then. But let's see. I do feel that Team Marakar now has the army advantage, and it looks like they are going to be in a position where they can get that victory with relative ease compared to the other matches. Melius says, game prep lasts longer than the actual game. Yeah, that's how it can go, man. That's how it can go. That's 3v3 for you, because the ripple effect is real, okay? If one guy does one good hit against one of the 3 players, and then as a result later can get another nice attack in, and then another nice attack, and then one of the teammates gets a nice attack in, it can go incredibly fast, right? And that's 3v3. Same as with 1v1. A lot of the 1v1 games tend to be very short as well, and it's basically down to these things. If you have the ability to rush an opponent, right? That's maybe different with Twilight Flame 50k, right? Over there, it's a bit hard to really rush a guy. You first fight over the oils in the middle. But in these maps, these 3v3 maps, the classic plays of 3v3, you do rush. If you don't rush, you're doing it wrong. You gotta see what you can sort of get with that early game advantage that you might have here or there, right? You always try and put yourself in a favorable position. That's why the USA will do a drop. There is no way around it. They will do a drop, because if they do a drop, they can maybe slow down one of the air forces here and there with the supply collection, or maybe prevent an airfield from going up, and that might be enough to then get the China to feel comfortable and pumping out a load of dragon tanks that don't get destroyed by raptors. And this is the thing. It goes very, very fast. And that's the thing with 3v3 as well. 4v4 has a similar thing. You just go, like, everything can go very fast. In fact, when the supplies start to run dry, that's when 3v3 switches the other way around. It goes very slow at that point, right? It goes very slow. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the next game. Over here, we have Mr. Excal as a normal GLA. On the right, we have Mr. Killer as the laser. Down below, we have Wild Ganja as the China. They are Team Excal facing off against Team Marakar, consisting of Marakar as the infantry general. On the left, we have the Air Force for TumStep. And above him, we have an Air Force for HuMMi. Let's see, boys. Let's see. I'm really hoping for Team Marakar that they can do it. Really hoping. Because they need it. They need a W. They really need it. Because if they lose this game, it's going to be such a hit. Ooh, those are not building. Those are not building. Oh, man, this is what I'm talking about. These kind of things can start to happen when players have a million things on their mind and they feel pressured and this and that. And finally, we have the dozer going, oh, man. This is what I'm talking about, right? When things click. This is a perfect example of when things don't want to click. You placed out a war factory and your dozer's like, yeah, let me just chill here and do nothing. These things, they can happen. Maybe you accidentally pressed S on the keyboard. Maybe you clicked next to the construction and you didn't realize, and things like that. Makes a difference, right? Makes a difference. But it's not like one mistake might be acceptable, right? Might be acceptable, one mistake. But not that much more than that, guys. I can tell you that. Let's see. Got a nice Chinook from HuMMi flying in. Trying to crush. Eventually getting there. Okay, he got it. He got it. Getting a barracks now as well. Trying to deny the oil grab that's happening. And let's see how that's going to go down. In the meantime, we have a nice drop here. Or, I mean, technical come in from Excal. Somehow takes out 2 Comanche. What is this? How do you magically take out 2 Comanche? Like, how? This is what I'm talking about. This is the mojo. When things are against you and you feel, you know, annoyed, suddenly, without realizing, you end up having all these horrible micro engagements and it just doesn't want to work out. And now we have a demo trap going up here. New Comanche coming in. Should be able to take this out. But at the same time, Marakar is not collecting over here. That's the thing, man. That's the thing. See what's happening on the right side here. We have the infantry general, Marakar. He's gonna try and get the oils. Whereas, interestingly enough, we see a different approach here. While Ganja did not go guns blazing, huge army, big all-out rush, he instead went for the oils here and actually managed to get them. And that's gonna allow him to have a bit more economy going. Some scary tunnels from Mr. Excal over here. And the Gat tank coming down. And that could actually start hitting the Chinooks here as well. Yeah, we can see Team Marakar struggling here. You guys can see it. It's not necessarily that, oh, they're doing it bad, they're messing it up. Like the War Factory thing, right? Or like how 2 little RPGs managed to take out 2 Comanche because they flew a little too close together. Like these kind of things, man. These kind of things. It's just crazy. But let's see, we have Comanche now flying in, trying to deal a bit of damage here and there. I'm trying to keep the players on the top right team a little weakened. Gotta be super careful though. Can't lose the Comanche. Might be worth getting countermeasures as well. Just get the aircraft armor so the Gats will have a harder time shooting down this Comanche. Because, there we go, countermeasures kicks in. Because it actually helps with 33% damage reduction against instant hit units as well, like quads and Gats. So that's very good. We're seeing that some damage has happened here in the base of Team Marakar. But they've held. They're holding. Comanche over here. And let's see what's happening up top. See 1 oil grab here for Killer, but that's not too much. And Marakar now grabbing the oil down below. It looks like Team Marakar is managing to pull through. Little dragon tank here and there has to be chased down, has to be taken out. But it looks like Team Marakar is getting themselves on the scoreboard here tonight. Looks like it's going to go to that 3-1. That victory that they sorely needed. Air Force doing what Air Force likes to do. Coming in with a lot of Comanche, doing those hit and run tactics. Look at that. Losing those trucks, some people be like, what's the big deal? You lose a few trucks, right? It's 600 bucks each. But first of all, that amount of money on those trucks, it adds up. It really does. Plus, you deny the collection time. So, as long as there are no trucks here... Look, you had to build a new one, but as long as there are no trucks there, that supply is not generating income. And it's things like that that make a big difference. Nice push here from Excal. Actually being surprisingly effective. Taking out the stuff, and this actually could be a slight opening for Team Excal, because right now the oil over here is available, potentially. Comanche en route, though. Comanche have the ability to change everything here. Everything. Let's see, we have some outposts pushing in as well from Marakar. Going right past everything. And it looks like things are getting pretty tough here for Team Excal. Outpost in the back there, trying to deal some damage to the Gats as well. Ooh, slight miss micro here from Mr. TumStep, the Air Force. But as it stands, Team Marakar has just made way too much progress. And they're doing very well here. And the moment those Air Forces hit level 2, like TumStep has, you get a strat center out, and then you get access to a carpet bomber. And that's just going to add further insult to injury. That's going to really mess up Team Excal as well. But hey, man, all these oils does make a difference. In fact, TumStep just destroying the oils to be on the safe side. Probably a good idea. In the meantime, though, this doesn't really look that contested by Marakar. He could send a few minigunners. Even though there are some MiGs out as well, I guess. We see Ganja trying to do what he can as normal Chinese. Going for MiGs. Still has 2 war factories. And his income is actually pretty decent here, if you look at that. I'm sure those oils contribute. Together, they give 2k per minute. He's got the supplies here. And he was having the supplies here as well. See, on the left-hand side, looks like we have a big push coming in. This is an important moment. This push needs to be denied by Team Marakar. Otherwise, it might be in some serious trouble, because it is looking like this is one of those bigger attacks, the ones that have to make it happen. But, like I said, you know, strategy center with carpet bomber could actually deal damage here. Do we see a strat center under construction? We are. Look at that, 40%. TumStep does have a general point available, so he can spend it on the Carpet Bomber, and he can just strike here. The Carpet Bomber flies in very quickly and can deal good damage. Mig's now flying around the back here. Team Excal's not giving up. Migs are definitely going to strike those outposts here. Let's see it happen. There we go. 2 outposts get denied. Firestorm kicks in, and everything gets destroyed here. But let's see. The Carpet Bomber could actually be the saving grace. Look at that. 85% there. TumStep has spent the general point. I don't know, man. This is looking like it's Carpet Bomb food right now. Let's see. And it's up. Does he place out a Carpet Bomber before he even uses S&D or something like that? Let's see. Does it just come in? Come on. Let's have it happen, boys. Or is he waiting? Waiting for this army to come a little closer to guarantee a good strike. There it is. There's a Carpet Bomber. And he hasn't activated the strat center. So the other guys might not even know there's a Carpet Bomber on the way. But here it is. Does it get dodged? Does it get dodged? Oh, look at that. It gets perfectly dodged. Look at that. But it does kind of split up the army. And that allows the Comanche to potentially come in. Risky, though. But TumStep's going for it. He wants to make it happen. He wants to get rid of the army. And he's doing exactly that. Coming in with his allies' units as well. Tube Crawler, Humvees, everything. Everything cleaned up. And just like that, the threat has been eliminated over here. And they can continue dealing more damage. Very nicely done. And every time they take out another army here and there, they get more XP. And with all that XP, they can do some serious damage as well. Let's see, Marakar on the right side, starting to focus down those oils a little bit. Probably a good idea. And we actually have level 3 out of Mr. Ganja. Ganja really has been playing so well tonight. Carpet Bomber comes in, goes for the supply. We have an RT as well on the other supply. Trying to slow down Mr. Marakar here. Carpet Bomber is alright. Does it get the War Factory, actually? Wow, look at that. With our last bomb. Perfect strike. Very nicely done. And here, we just take out the trucks. It's a 1-tier RT. Single tier. So it's only 12 shells. And it can only take out something like the supply trucks. But hey, man, it's still effective. Comanche now coming in. So this is kind of what we're starting to see here. The Comanche are now the cleanup crew, right? Whenever there's a problem, call in the Comanche. But that means that Comanche are always busy dealing with threats here and there. And it doesn't really allow the Comanche to push in strong to deal serious damage. But theoretically, like I said, eventually all the general powers come in. TumStep now level 4. Look at that. 4-star general. And that means he can also call an A10 if he wants. He already has access to Spectre. And the longer this game goes on, the more general powers go to Team Marakar. That allows them to really put the pressure on Team Excal. But Team Excal's fighting, guys. They're fighting. They're trying real hard. Looks like another Carpet Bomber coming in here. Is that going to hit the target? Is it going to connect? It's not going to connect. It takes out 2 Humvees. It's not too many, but hey, think about it. 2 free Humvees. Why not, right? Why not? And look at the number of Comanche we have. Look how many. Loads of Comanche. These are all going home to repair. Very good from TumStep. Keeping them alive. Getting them to repair. We could see a situation as well where we get the subliminal messaging upgrade from the propaganda center for Marakar. So his troop crawler can also heal the Comanche. The Comanche can just hover over here above the troop crawler and they will also heal at 4% health per second. That's pretty good. Comanche again, like I said, the cleanup crew. If you got a problem, you know who to call. It's not the Ghostbusters. It's Cell Comanche. Because they fix everything. Look at the damage done. 1 Comanche lost. It's insane how powerful they are. Now over here, same thing. Do we see just a bit of a... never mind. Yeah, there we go. Cleaning it up once again. And Marakar is now gaining ground. He's got the supply collection over here. He's got the oils on the right side as well. So the allies here of Mr. TumStep are also really benefiting from these constant attacks from the Comanche. And look at the general power difference here. We have level 2 Excal, level 2 Killer. But here, HuMMi level 3, level 4 Marakar, level 4 TumStep. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And that's the thing. Just the general powers alone will already decide this match. Because everybody's just being pushed further back here. Team Excal is really being pushed back. And even so, if you have a level 3 GLA, what are they going to do? A rebel ambush? You know? I'd rather have access to a Carpet Bomber if you catch my drift. That's going to be nice and powerful. Spectre gunship just takes out an airfield. You call that guy in for free. All general powers are free. Burton here. Very nice. Look at that. Nicely done by Mr. HuMMi. Yeah, not much left here now as the supplies are running dry. But the Comanche, they're still going. The only thing that can stop this is a perfectly placed EMP, right? I mean, Ganja's level 4. He's not level 5 yet. But there's no easy way to deal with this. There's just no way. There's no way. Maybe an excellent, like, MiG strike or something. Here, none of them actually die. How ridiculous is that? How ridiculous. But I have to say, I'm very happy for Team Marakar that they're going to get a victory in this match. They have definitely climbed ahead here in this game. There's no way that Team Excal can push them back and change the tide of the game. If they had, let's say, I don't know, 3 Scud Storms of the GLA, let's say, then that would maybe change the things like a little bit here and there. You know, assuming the Scud Storms were soon ready to fire, because let's be honest, Air Force will just take care of it. Excal knows it, and Team Excal surrenders, and that is a very nice victory here for Team Marakar, who did very well here with a Comanche. Well done. They definitely saved Team Marakar here. Those Comanche. The General Power is also very nice. Very good usage. Ganja, really, look at this, man. 112 units destroyed. In all fairness, he was opposite Marakar, right? When you're opposite an infantry general, you do just get more units destroyed. Because if you destroy an attack outpost, you know, one of those outposts that Marakar would send, you'll destroy the outpost, and then you destroy the 3 tank hunters inside. So technically, you've destroyed 4 units. So that's why I would say 4 units, but everybody watching, you guys know it's actually 1 unit, right? So that's why these numbers tend to get a little inflated. But let's be honest, Ganja did do very well here, and so did TumStep. TumStep came through with those Comanche. Had to do it. He had to do it. But yeah, let's go to the next map. And I'm very happy. Like I said, I'm happy we got to a 3-1 score. We have Mr. Picklebow saying, "Go Team Mara!" Well, they won this one for sure. I'm sure they're relieved. But let me play back our replay clip here. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. There is this weird cosmic thing, all right? Where if you're feeling low, if you feel like things are against you, like these kind of things start to happen. You place out a war factory and your dozer is like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do it. You know, these things, I'm telling you, man. It's so weird. Or like those 2 Comanche that got shot down by 2 RPGs. 2 Comanche at the same time went down because they flew slightly too close to each other. Like, come on, right? These are very frustrating things, but these kind of things that can happen, they also add up. And that's what I was saying before. The ripple effect that you get in a 3v3 is real, boys. It's very real. But yeah, let's see. We need the next map. Oh, TumStep is be right back. Let's grab armies, says Excal. Okay. Did Excal just leave? Yeah, it was only Excal. He's probably waiting for us. We're all just like, nah, we're nice and comfy here, man. He's probably like, guys, join my room. What's going on? Never mind. Yeah. This room is cozy. Apparently, we're not leaving this room. We're just waiting for TumStep to come back. Is this live or a replay, and are there any prizes, says Armin? It's very live. I mean, you can see the live chat here. I mean, the guy's writing. I don't even have Tournament C. Oh, I can transfer. Oh, all right. Wait, all right. We're all making a mess here. Okay, I'll just join TumStep again. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, Excal's here. All right, we good. But yeah, this is all very live, and the prize is $100 to the winning team. So that's $33 per player, roughly. Assuming they want to split it evenly. You know, maybe Marakar says, ugh, you guys are noobs, I do the heavy lifting. How about we go 50-20-20? Okay, that doesn't work. 50-30-20, there we go. Yes, quick math, don't worry about it, All right, let's see what the armies will be. Remember... All right. Yeah, Excal doesn't have the map. Naughty. Doesn't have ranked maps. Sus. Oh my god, another Air Force. Seriously, another Air Force in the back. I mean, it's crazy, man. On this map, that's a death sentence. I'm telling you, man. It's a death sentence all the way. It's such a death sentence. But all right, let's restart the game here. Man, I'm telling you, man. I'll be honest, I kind of like it, though. What about you guys? Do you like the Air Forces? Or would you say, nah, man, it kind of breaks everything. They're too powerful. Like, tell me in the chat, man. Tell me in the chat. It's interesting to know. I don't know. I personally like it. An Air Force here and there. It adds the extra spice. Okay, I'm pretty sure everyone restarted because it's taken awfully long here for everyone to join. We need slot 7. There we go. And who are we missing? We are missing... Ganja? No, Ganja's here. Marakar? Marakar. I'm missing Marakar. There he is. Alright, so that's 2, 4, 6. Excal needed to restart. Oh no, he did, right. What are these armies? I know, man. I know. Air Force on this map is a death sentence. I mean, there's no easy way to... Because here's the thing, right? Remember what I said to you guys about the rushing, right? That, you know, 3v3, it's all about the rushing. In this situation, the map is pretty big. So you can't really rush the Air Force because it's just such a big map. Imagine you send a technical, and then after a while you're like, has the technical arrived yet? And you're like, no, he's still halfway. It's just, it's hard to rush like that. Or you send a Chinook, and you're like, no, the Chinook is still like flying away over in the middle of the map when I need him over at the command center there. You hosting and going AFK. What? What happened there? Okay, something happened. Did someone crash, perhaps? Okay. Oh! They were talking to me, weren't they? Sorry. Lol. Yeah, I think they wanted me to put army. My bad. Are they re-rolling armies? Is that it? Okay, what's happening here? Read the game. Okay. Then we read the game. You know, it wouldn't surprise me if they actually say let's re-roll the armies, because an Air Force here is so powerful in this map that it basically is just going to be 1-1 to each side. You'd only, like, you'd probably just have to mess it up here. I'm guessing. And I mean, the players, they all want to have a good game, right? You don't want to have this thing where it's obviously going to be one win for one guy and then we reverse the teams and then it's a win for the other guy. So yeah, I think they did that. I think they... Wait, nope, never mind. I'm wrong. Okay, just sticking to the armies. Alright, so China, USA, nuke. I mean... If everyone agrees to re-roll the armies, is that allowed? Just wondering. So, I mean, I don't think there's a way that... Let's see what the players say here. If both sides agree, system stuff. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure... I know I'm kind of noob at 3v3, but isn't this gonna be one to each side? Alright, they want to play. Alright, well, let's see how it's gonna go. In all fairness, Team Excal is in the lead. So even if it goes 1-1 to each side, it is kind of in their favor. And as far as I know, there is nothing in the rules. Yeah, there is nothing in the rules regarding re-rolling the armies. Excal says it's not necessarily going to be a 1-1 to each side. But he's implying he has a strategy in mind on how to crack this 2 GLA with an Air Force. I don't know. People in the chat, what do you think? To me, it looks like it's going to go 1-1. Like, whoever has the Air Force is going to get the victory. And then, you know, in this case now, it's going to be Team Excal. So Team Excal will get the victory. And then we reverse, and then it's going to be Team Marakar gets the victory. That's my guess. What do you guys think? Let's see some opinions. Alright, the players accepted. I guess we're starting. Ladies and gents, are you ready for match number 5? And let's have it. Yeah, Air Force, man. Air Force with Tox and Demo. Basically, Tox is really nice, Tox in general, to get a few Toxin tunnels up. You get a Toxin tunnel here, so you can keep this building cleared with your Toxin tunnel. You can put some RPG troops in here. Get another tunnel here, and you basically close off this whole left section. And your buddy is nice and safe. And then over here, you can sort of get a few tunnels up. And same over here. It's relatively easy to defend. So what we're going to need to see is some crazy good strats here. I mean, a nuke general and a normal China. What are they going to do? We know this guy's going to drop. He has no choice. He has to do a drop. But these guys down below, they know that a drop is coming in. So they'll prepare for it. There'll be a bunch of RPGs and a bunch of Mr. T's everywhere. Well, let's see, boys. Let's see how it's going to go down. I'm still rooting for the top team here in a situation like this. And I don't think you guys would blame me for doing that. Let's see. We have Mr. Marakar as the normal USA. He's got his mate, Mr. HuMMi, as the nuke. And we've got TumStep as normal China. They're Team Marakar, and all the way on the other side of the map. Look at the size of this map. We have an Air Force for Wild Ganja. We have Excal as Toxin. And we have Killer as Demolition General. I mean, look at the size of this map. Which is cool, don't get me wrong, it's fun. But an Air Force here really makes a big difference. Let's see. Hopefully I'm absolutely wrong about all this. And hopefully we're going to see something very different. But even so, like, how are these guys going to do it? You know, in these moments, it's always really fun to see how these guys, such good strategists and good players, what they come up with. Like, how do you get yourself out of this near impossible situation? Look at this. Tunnel's going up. Look how perfect. In synchronized form here. We got a nice orange tunnel going up and a purple tunnel going up. Let's see. We do, in fact, see a drop coming in, and that is on this side. And there is, in fact, a Mr. T ready. Gotta be careful. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff from Marakar. That really scared me, not gonna lie, boys. Lost the truck for it, but that's fine. He's going for a barracks. Looks like he wants to go for the oils. Let's see what's happening here. Truck coming in, and that is a slightly delayed tunnel here from Mr. Excal, potentially. But at the same time, doesn't really matter. We have 2 airfields going up. Technical coming in. Drop it off. A bunch of fellas. Do we see the capture building upgrade? No, we don't. Not yet. But Excal might choose to get the capture building upgrade because he can drop off the 2 rebels over here with that technical. Let's see. Barracks over here already denied with the terror tech from Mr. Killer. And they just got to make sure that Team Marakar does not gain map control. Have them be stuck in their base. And then like that, eventually, the Air Force will just be overbearing, overpowering, and deal great damage. We've got Comanche again. The weapon of choice of the Air Force. Second time in a row. Let's see. Nice block there. Nice block. It's going to cost him a dozer, but it's a nice block. And we are ready to see the Comanche out. Yeah. It's going to hurt, boys. This is going to hurt. We have a nice attempt of an oil grab. Oh, does it get in? Nice. Look at that. Very well played. Almost takes out the technical as well, but Comanche are here once again. Let's see. A lot of GAT tanks drifting around aimlessly because they're not entirely sure what to do. Comanche flying around the back, and they're going to go for the trucks. No command center cell on either of the Chinas because they know it's way too risky. And here we go. And this right here is a killer move. It's super easy, super nice. Got MiG out. Wait a minute. That's a napalm MiG, though. It's going to do a bit of damage. But that's about it. And there we go. That's basically game. That's the income. Is that the income of HuMMi? Basically reduced to 0. He still has this. And look at this. They're just randomly, aimlessly flying around with these GAT tags, hoping to catch out the Comanche. But this is the problem. The map is too big. You know, the only thing that Ganja has to do is keep shepherding these guys into their bases. And Excal and Killer are contributing with that as well. Just shepherd them back into their bases, into their little section. And the rest of the map belongs to Team Excal then. We got some MiGs here. MiGs could work. They could also work against the technicals, so it probably is a good move. But here, these oils are ready to be taken. Over here, oils now being taken by Excal. It's not looking great here. Nice split fire. But even so, yeah, where's this gonna go? A potential push happening, going down the middle, but there's already way too many Comanche out. These Gats, they have to be close together if they want to deal a lot of damage. But then you have the downside. If they're too close together, a rocket pod can come in. There's no rocket pod yet. This is just so hard. One oil going to Excal here. Over here, nothing yet. To be honest, for a brief moment, I thought they were red MiGs. And I thought, yeah, nuke MiGs could work, you know? That's such an investment. Go for nuke MiGs so early on in the game. Nuke MiGs could absolutely work against stealth Comanche. But there's such an investment. Nuke MiGs could also work against Tox. Nuke MiGs could also work against a demo. They are just a heavy investment. Big attack coming in. And there's just not enough anti-air. Overlord's now exposed. The Gats in the back here, not coming in. MiGs coming though. And they're managing to pack quite a punch. Nice engagement there. It was actually not as one-sided as I feared there. But the Overlord did go down. An important unit, an expensive unit. But let's see. Both oils over here belong to Excal. And over here, it won't be long before we see Killer take these oils as well. In the meantime, the supplies are getting closer and closer here. Look at that. They can go for them if they want to. Yeah, I really think that nuke MiGs might actually be the only real solution. You just get nuke MiGs and you build stingers. Wait, no, they don't have a... They don't have... Yeah, they can't build stingers. You're just surrounded with Gat tanks. And they just go crazy on the nuke MiGs. What do you guys think? What else can you really go for in a situation like this? We got a load of Gats coming out. Some Avengers. Overlord. I mean, a powerful ground army could theoretically do it. But you're always kind of like playing cat and mouse with these Comanche. They can fly around the back of the map and just deal damage to your base. And if you don't have a solution for it, then you're just in trouble. And there's, of course, the problem of the general powers. There we go. Carpet Bomber is going to come in. Oh, man. And these are slow-moving units, these China units. Oh, my God, guys. Oh, my God. That hurts, man. An Avenger costs 2,000 bucks. All right, let that sink in. That's just painful. Let's see, Comanche active over here, going for a dozer and a power plant. And this is it. Imagine you build a load of Gats, but you can't leave your base with the Gats because you have to defend against all these Comanche. And Ganja doing some very good micro, keeping these guys alive. Ooh, this might hurt, but it's gonna hurt the China even more. Look at that. Airfield completely destroyed. Look at that. Airfield and 4 MiGs gone for the price of 2 Comanche, guys. And he's gonna get the veteran seat. Look at that. He's got level 3 already. Do we have a Spectre coming in? Do we? Not yet. But any second, guys. Literally any second, a Spectre's gonna come in. There it is. Yeah. I don't know. It just feels bad, man. They are managing to push, though. They're managing to push the middle, and they're getting some of the supplies there, but it's just so hard with all these Comanche. S&D is up. Not that S&D is really necessary. Ganja could choose to go for hold the line, because he's not using ground units. And these Comanche floating around, looking for a target. Find a free Overlord kill. Check the XP, guys. Check the XP. You saw that? How it jumped? Overlords give a lot of XP. You don't want this guy to reach level 5. Jarman out as well. Very nice, very smart from Excal. So he can snipe the Overlords nice and quick. MiGs coming in. I have to say, though, Team Marakar is fighting tooth and nail, but this is actually their only real chance. This attack here. The longer things go on, the more problems they'll have. Demobikes coming in, and now the Comanche finishing things off. Look at this. Look at the chaos and destruction. Team Marakar hasn't a chance against this kind of weaponry. And they're very, very happily trying to take the middle here, but the Comanche just come in and go, nope. Deal a heavy blow, and all the progress that was made is just gone. It's just gone. Look at this. This is almost destroyed. Just hit it one more time. Ooh, that's a nice hit with the MiGs, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Comanche go down. That's a nice hit. They need that. But they need that another 10 more times. Right? They really need a couple couple of small wins. Good battles, good engagements. And GG says Marakar, and there we go. That's it. That's it, ladies and gents. That is it. An impossible battle for Team Marakar. But Team Excal did what they had to do. Again, has to be said. Score, ladies and gents, is 4-1. Team Excal only needs 2 more victories to win this challenge. I don't know. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chat. Avengers and OVs backed up with MiGs, says Lazy. This could work. Yeah, but you saw it. You have the carpet bomb to deal with. The carpet bomb is very powerful, and the moment you lose the anti-air, the moment you lose the Avengers, Comanche will come in and shred everything. I don't know. I can't see any other outcome except for nuke MiGs that has a relatively decent cost, a decent investment cost, and a decent success rate. If you go for a heavy ground army, guys, an Overlord is pricey, an Avenger is pricey. Okay? If you have 2 Avengers there and 2 Overlords and 3 Gat tanks, that is almost 10k worth of units, man. That's just how it is. 10,000 bucks. Aren't Stealth Comanche banned? Says Ace in YouTube chat. No, it is not banned. In Twilight Flame Pro rules, 3v3, so that's a very specific branch of 3v3. The stealth upgrade for Comanche is banned. But we're playing no rules. So all units are allowed. All super weapons are allowed. You're allowed Auroras and stuff like that. Everything's allowed. And the players need to adapt and adjust. That's what it comes down to. So, for example, you have an Air Force, right? An Air Force is so scary, so powerful, right? So what you often see is you see the teams working, like the team players working together to focus down that Air Force, take him out because he's so powerful, right? You might have a situation where you're like, oh, a normal China, oh, who cares about the normal China? You know, and people kind of forget about the normal China to an extent because it's just a normal China. Let's worry about the Air Force, right? Like these kind of things, they do tend to happen. But yeah, I think this is a real tough one. Targaryen says, most 1v1 players are good in any game mode. If you want to play better, you have to play versus them. Oh, that's an interesting theory. I'm not sure if it's entirely true. I do feel there are some... Like, 1v1 has a heavy focus on micro, right? Very heavy focus on micro. Because in the beginning, you have little money, you only have 2 or 3, 4 units, and those units, they have to get you the victory. They have to make it happen, right? So I do think that micro is essential in 1v1. Macro still matters, but not as much. It's a micro. If you have an amazing HuMMi engagement, you can win the game, right? Something like that. If you have a terror tech that is perfect and you destroy both the arms dealer and the supply center, it's stuff like that that can win you the game. Like these kind of things. And one thing that I've noticed with 1v1 players is that in the end game, so we're saying, you know, you have early game, middle game, late game, end game. So end game is the 4th section. That's where the 1v1 players sometimes struggle because they don't have that much experience in the end game because most of the games that they play are over very quickly. You guys can see that here as well, right? But yeah, let's see. Let's see the reverse. I think this is going to be a clear-cut win for Team Marakar. What do you guys think? Bezos in Twitch says, not fun to watch when it's unbalanced. Yeah, I do think there is a... Oh, a veto is allowed from the team one time. Humanity wrote veto. Don't know why no one wanted to restart. Really? There was a veto thing in the rules? I didn't notice that. Oh, they already used a veto. Oh, I didn't notice. Okay. But yeah, when it is imbalanced, you kind of get these 2 situations, right? Where the team who has things working out for them, sometimes they start feeling a little relaxed. And they're like, lol, we got great armies, we got this. And they might just mess up. And you also have the other way around, where the guys who are noticing they're against a difficult combination, they're going to try crazy strats, unexpected strats, because they have to do something to break through, right? And in those moments, sometimes the guys who have the army disadvantage will still get the victory. And those games sometimes are legendary, okay? So there is that. But I agree with you. On the whole, it is kind of difficult. We do see Command Center Cell kicking in, and that is very different from the previous match. And look at this. Dozers moving forward, both of them. So we can see already the difference here. We got Wild Ganja as a normal China, Excal as a nuke, both of them going in very aggressive with the Dozers. And then we have Killer over here as normal USA. And down below, what do we have? We have over here the Air Force for TumStep. We have the Toxin General for HuMMi. On the right, we have Marakar, the Demolition General. Well, let's see, boys. Very different playstyle, and they're going for the supply here, and immediately throwing down the War Factory. So the Chinas are going to be very aggressive here. That's the plan. We're not seeing MiGs. We're not seeing anything crazy. They're going for a heavy aggression. They want to overwhelm these players here. Question is, will that succeed? They still have to deal with things like a Toxin Tunnel that is very powerful. Look at this. 2 Toxin Tunnels, another tunnel here, and over here, Toxin Tunnel going up as well. Good luck dealing with that. We have Missile Defenders coming out as well. So Team Marakar is already playing this slightly differently, where they're like, okay, let's go a little more defensive, a little more preparing for what's to come. Second Missile Defender here will lock down that truck, and that's it. We're not even seeing a drop, are we? Did I just miss it? Oh, the drop's on the left here. Okay. So basically the idea is this. Team Excal's like, we'll put a lot of pressure over here on this section, and that is going to allow the blue player, Mr. Killer, to try and capture these oils for himself. And so far, it seems to be working. And over here on the right side, we have one Lone Ranger coming in to try and capture that oil as well. Ooh, slight miss micro here from HuMMi. Could have crushed this guy. But it is sort of working. Look at this. Oil grab is coming through. You know, sometimes the solution doesn't need to be complicated. You just need to go for it. All out. All out aggression. We need to see something here, though. One tunnel might not cut it against this kind of army. So it looks like Team Excal is onto something here with their strategy. Just be hyper-aggressive. Sell command center and just let it work. Let it happen. Let's see Comanche now coming online. We have countermeasures out. Let's see if the dozer hunts already happen. No. No dozer hunt here. And no dozer hunt here. So you can see the pressure is mounting, right? This section here, the heat levels are rising. Everyone is looking what's going to happen over here. Laser lock's coming in. And that is 3 gas tanks getting locked down. And that is 1 gas tank destroyed. 3 gas tanks destroyed. Still a lot of missile defenders here from the blue player. And we have Scorp Rocket. And that's going to take out some of these guys. But we are seeing some losses here for Team Marakar. Still, as long as the GLAs can hold, we get a similar situation to the previous match where the hit and run can activate for Mr. TumStep. We can fly in with the Comanche, pick off what he can. There we go. That's 1 dozer. Take it out. Keep flying. Second dozer over there. You take that out. Then basically the guy's dozer hunted. And whenever you're level 3, you hit a War Factory and he basically cannot produce anymore. And do we see that? There we go. Ladies and gents, that's a dozer hunt on the purple player. That is Mr. Excal. Now we're going to see the next dozer being targeted down. Gat tank trying to catch up here. And that is another dozer destroyed. So there's a lot of activity over here on this side. And for some reason, somehow, the GLAs are actually not managing to hold. And this is actually going to be a very interesting moment here. While over here we have the Comanche going around the back. Where'd they go? I don't know. We lost them. They're invisible, right? They've dozer hunted the players. Oh, here we go. Here we go. But that dozer's just about still alive. But the focus on the dozer hunt here, could that be part of the strategy of Team Excal? Let the Comanche be wasted on chasing dozers as opposed to crucial targets like income. Now, he's building a command center here to bait a Comanche, and it works. But look at the situation. Screw dozers. You have an army in your base. Was that the plan? To tempt Team Marakar with a dozer hunt. To waste the Comanches. Keep the Comanche occupied with a trivial task that at this point doesn't matter. Can't believe they're actually finding such success over here. That being said, though, with all these Comanche out, I should be able to clean this up. We might see the Comanche saying, screw this, I'm going all out on one of the War Factories. Let's see, do we have a War Factory? War Factory has already been destroyed. One of them is gone. So maybe a terror tick that happened here. And what other War Factory? We have 2 over here. 2 War Factories of yellow are pumping strong. The attack now coming in. Dragon Tank actually flaming down quite a bit. The Gat Tanks following as well. Right here, right now, it's pretty tough here. Comanche are trying to go for it with the rocket pod. And they are actually destroying everything. It's still going to be a close game. That's for sure. But the strat of Team Excal is very daring, very risky. And that's what I said before. Sometimes you see the craziest strats that just might work. Still have one war factory here from Excal, the nuke general. And both GLAs are scrambling to defend this section. Now, here's the thing. XP is still going to be a real killer. TumStep is level 2. He needs to say, screw it, I need a strat center. He needs to take supplies from his mate, but... Oh no, don't tell me he's actually out of money. He's on 0 cash per minute with 800 bucks. He's eliminated. I mean, he's still here, but as in... It's the equivalent of a dozer hunt because he can't build anything. Forget building structures. He can't even build units. He has no money. Oh my god. No way. And he doesn't have a command center. So what's the plan going to be here? We're going to beacon from HuMMi saying, hey, shall we hit that dozer? They're not going to realize that this guy has no money for a supply. Oh my god, man. He just spent 600 bucks on something. Oh, is he trying to get the oil grab? He has to be trying to do that. Yeah, he beaconed this as well. Does he have the capture building upgrade? Are we going to see a random ranger here? Because if he can reestablish his economy, just getting a command center in itself is going to make such a difference. But I'm not seeing a ranger, boys. I'm not seeing a ranger. Did he sell the power plant? He did. He did sell the power plant. Oh my god. I swear, if a ranger comes out with the capture building upgrade, it's going to change everything. And they can still do it. Excal surrenders already. Yeah, he lost the other war factory too. So Excal's basically out. And we do in fact see a ranger as well with the capture building upgrade. Ganja surrenders as well. Right now it's just killer on his own. I have to say though, valiant effort from Team Excal. They did great. They really did great. They got very far. Very far. And this right here, man. Look at this. Gonna capture the oil. They're kept alive on purpose. So we can see that, yes, TumStep is gonna come back into this game. It'll take really long because he has one building, one barracks, right? If only that got dropped with a dragon tank. Oh, man. That's crazy. Still, Comanche are around, though. And I think that TumStep's feeling a little better now. He's like, yeah, we still got this, yeah. I'm still alive, sort of. You know? Working on increasing that income from 0 to hero. And that's going to let him get a command center out. And that's something he needs. But look at the number of Humvees here. Ooh. Dozer has to be careful, though. Let's see, attack on the oil here. Mind you, Killer does have 19k per minute, which, interestingly enough, is higher than all of Team Marakar. 600 bucks per minute. You see this thing climbing up, right? I don't think it's over, boys. I don't think it's over. Is that a terror tick? Does he have the demo upgrade? He does not have the demo upgrade. Does he have a palace? He's getting a palace. Let's see. Those are over here. TumStep is level 3 and has already spent the general point. He should get a power plant first. He can build one. He has enough money for it, but he's probably microing the Comanches. Dealing as much damage as he can. He denied the strat center here of Killer. That's very important, but look at the size of this army. It's mad. Marakar is level 3, though. He should probably get a command center out as well. Is he doing that? He is not doing that. He needs to get... Or is that his? No, that's red. That's not Marakar. If Marakar gets the demo upgrade and a command center, he can do a demo rebel ambush that would be devastating to something like this. But let's be honest, this is very good defense here. It would be better to attack on this side, I think. Fewer tunnels. Right. Well, that makes a huge difference. Yeah, those are still around. Power plant has been constructed. 2.1k. And there we go. He's building the command center. That's what he needed to do. So, yes, the Air Force is going to be fully back in this game. And in the meantime, all these Comanche have cleared out the entire base in the back here. And there we go. Killer calls it. He calls it GG. And there we go. Just about. We have the victory for Team Marakar. They had to fight hard. And Team Excal gave it their all. But it's a victory, boys. A victory for Team Marakar. The score now is 4-2. Still 2 more victories needed for Team Excal. 4 more victories needed for Team Marakar. Let's see, man. This is getting crazy intense. It was a very nice move there. I think if TumStep realized that his money was running tight, then it could have made a difference. But Probably in the moment, he's like, I need one extra Comanche. I need one extra missile defender. I need to do this. I need to do that. And then before you know it, you forget that you're almost out of money. What a game. What a game. Killer actually did really well towards the end there as well. Pumping away with the units. And for a brief moment, wasn't looking too short. Ite says, quick, let Excal use TeamViewer and Micro. Let's see. Let's move to the next map over here. Epsilon. Crazy game, right? Crazy stuff. Very nicely played. Let's see, does everyone have the team? Just need TumStep to... There we go. Oh my god, man. A lot of you guys did say that Team Excal was going to win this. I wasn't entirely convinced, but looking at the score, it does look like it's going to be going in favor of Team Excal here. It's hard for Team Marakar to bring it back here, but not impossible. Not impossible. They need 2 victories in a row. If Team Marakar can get 2 victories in a row, it can change a lot. But one thing's for sure, we got another victory coming in for Team Marakar here. So that will help, right? That will help that motivation. Where do you get the Tournament C map, says Badder. You should install Gen Tool, and then launch the game, and then restart the game. Yeah, let's see. I'm very curious how we're gonna have the next match rolling. Give me a second here, guys. I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay. Let's see. Is Team Marakar gonna do it? Are they gonna do it? You know, usually these kind of things, it's like that one strat that catches an opposing team by surprise, right? Sometimes it's Elix, sometimes, yeah, it's Elix. It's usually Elix or a sneaky flamer that absolutely obliterates one player. And sometimes guys just don't see it, right? These things can happen. We're humans here. These are human players. And something like that can make a huge difference. And if Team Marakar can do something like that, right? Sneak in a nice flamer. Maybe do a drop with a flamer. You know, if you fly in with a helix with a speaker tower, nobody's gonna care. They'll be like, lol, it's a speaker tower helix. What are you gonna do? Shoot at my supply trucks? People don't care. But if you then evac that helix and out comes a flamer and you set their whole base on fire, oh boys. If a guy isn't ready for it, that can be devastating, right? And that's what I mean. Sometimes it's just 1 or 2 of those strats that sometimes just come together in a game and just result in a victory. And if we get 2 victories in a row for Team Marakar, then things will get pretty intense, I can tell you that. But as it stands, Team Excal is feeling pretty good, I can tell you guys that. 4-2, 2 in the lead. A fresh new map, fresh new armies. Let's see what armies we got. We got Stealth, Tank, and Laser. So Stealth here, Tank here, and Laser. Alright. And we have Demo, and we're missing someone. China. I suspect we're going to see Marakar be very nice and aggressive to the China. Maybe a drop. Let's see. But pressure is definitely mounting here, guys. Because we're getting closer. It's a best of 11. We've had 6 matches already. We're beyond the halfway point. Only 2 victories for Team Excal, and that's it. Team Marakar knows this. So they need to sharpen their senses. Really pay attention. Well, let's see, boys. Wait, did we restart our game? Wait. Did everyone restart their game? Did I restart my game? I don't think I restarted my game. Yes. I think I didn't. I think I'm the naughty boy here. Or did I? No, I think I did. Ah, whatever, man. Worst case, it's just... Yeah, it's fine. I think I did. Yeah, I did. Doesn't matter. Just to be on the safe side, right? Just to be on the safe side. Well, let's see, boys. Let's see. Gives the guys a bit of extra time to decide on strats. I'm sure they won't mind. And there we go. Let's do it. Let's see what they're going to cook up for our entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, are you enjoying the matches that these players are putting on tonight? You know, it's always nice to see people cheer for their favorite player or their favorite team. So let's have it in the chat, guys. Cheer away. Let's see some TumStep ++++++, or Killer ++++++, or Team Excal ++++++. Let's see. Let's see some love, boys. Let's see it. Because the players, they will always watch back, and they will always appreciate it, guys. They always appreciate it. They see the comments. They see the love. Also, a lot of the guys have YouTube channels, and a lot of those YouTube channels are also in the description of the YouTube live stream. So there is that. I'm going to tell them, let's play. So we get started. We're definitely discussing a lot of strats. Nobody wants to hit accept. Look at that. That's what I meant, man. The pressure is mounting. Definitely mounting. All right, here we go. Ladies and gents, are you ready? Here is match number 7. Elaine comes in with a super chat. He says, next time we want Team Leggy. I can guarantee you don't. Trust me, you'd rather have these teams and watch them play. Absolute legends. Well, let's see. It's going to be an interesting game. Demo, and China. Takes long restarting every time as well. Yeah, but they know what I mean. They know what I mean. Laser and tank and what was the other one? Stealth. It's gonna be interesting, boys. Okay, Excal's not happy that I said this. Jesus, I gotta be careful, man. Excal, not happy with what I'm saying. All right, I'll shut up then. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The next match. You can see the tension is high. That's how we like it. Killer over here, Demolition General. Next to him is Wild Ganja, Demolition General, and to the right is Normal Chatter for Excal. Above him is Marakar as the laser. Then we have TumStep as the tank. And on the left, we have HuMMi as the stealth. Let's see it. Team Excal versus Team Marakar. Let's have it happen, boys. Let's see some Marakar team +++. Nice, man. Nice to see. And let's see how this game is going to go down. The players are actually quite close to one another here. So that is going to put some pressure on the Chinas to do some good rushing. Then again, these corridors are quite tight. So a quick laser lock could make a difference here. See, it looks like we have a nice oil grab coming through here for Marakar. Over here, tunnel got cancelled. And GLA is kind of spreading out. Let's see what the pink player is up to. Mr. TumStep, Tank General. He's getting his war factories here. Looks like he's going to give the oils to his mates. He's getting a barracks here, but the positioning here makes me think he's just going to put mines on this just to slow things down here when it comes to terror attacks and things like that. Very clever. And here come the first terror attacks. We have a worker there as well from the yellow player that is Ganja. Let's see. Technical flies in and chooses to go into the narrow alleyway. And there's a GAT waiting for him. And will that GAT take him out? Look at that. Nice blocking. Almost gets it. But very good micro from Ganja as well. And gets out of there. And he's going to deny the oil grab. Oh, is he though? Yes, he is. Very nicely done there. He's going to try and deny the other oil grab, and 3 tears coming out. And they destroyed the dozer and the supply. That is actually quite the big blow here already on Mr. Marakar. Let's see, down below we have a similar story. HuMMi has dealt some damage. Let's check what he's done exactly. He's denying the oil grab, but Excal over here has taken it. Technicals chasing technicals. Let's see. Killer now coming in with a very nice aggressive tunnel here right outside the base of HuMMi. HuMMi getting an arms dealer over here. Slightly exposed, and it looks like a tear tech hit over here on his arms dealer. So right now HuMMi cannot produce vehicles because he doesn't have an arms dealer going. And definitely Killer making use of that. Coming in with a tech RPG, putting some pressure on. Very nicely done. And to be honest, unless there's some help here coming from the tank general, I don't think this is going to work out. And in fact, we do see some GATs spring into action. We have a beacon on the right from the yellow player Ganja. And a MiG flying in. Is that an attempted dozer hunt? Ooh, that definitely backfired here. 2 MiGs being shot down just like that. 2,400 bucks lost. Let's see. We do have black napalm already, so those are some powerful MiGs when it comes to dealing damage. 4 GAT tanks for 1 corner, ensuring that no technicals fly in from that side. And that's what it looks like these guys are doing. They're just trying to make sure that the technicals don't sneak into their bases, right? Let's see, over here, some GAT tanks have really helped out. And there was that MiG. There's a MiG here from Excal, scouting around, looking around, trying to find something. Locked on as well by these GATs. And what's it going to go for? For a truck. And does the truck die? It does get taken out. Let's see. We have technicals flying in here from Mr. Ganja. Putting more pressure on HuMMi. HuMMi's really just having a bit of a hard time here in this game. We got some scrap coming in as well. Oh, boys. Team Marakar having a bit of a hard time. Tank General coming in to the rescue. And that is somehow only 1 technical being destroyed. We got some lag kicking in here. And that is technical destroyed anyway. Barracks just about survives. Nicely done. Nicely done. Excal now coming in, though, with a GAT and an outpost as well. Let's see what's happening at the base of Marakar. He needed a bit of time to recover there, but he's pulled through. He's good. He's going for a second war factory now, and he's got 3 Humvees and an Avenger. Are they empty Humvees? They do not seem to be empty Humvees, so they have missile defenders in them. The barracks over here has been destroyed, opening up a path for potential technicals. Lots of MiGs coming in, ready to go on the Humvees. Oh, Marakar! Woo-hoo-hoo! Only losing 1, though. Only losing 1 Humvee. That could have gone way worse. Laser tank over here wants to engage the flamers, but this one needs to go for the GAT cannon. This GAT cannon is very annoying because it is powerful enough to deal serious damage to the Humvees. Look how fast the Humvee dies. Yeah, risky to engage, man. Risky to engage. Second Humvee goes down here for Marakar. Definitely not looking good. Boys, Team Marakar definitely struggling in this game as well. They're just having a hard time, having everything click, having everything connect. Losing units here and there. That should not be lost. Laser tank still alive, but again, out of position here. These Avengers, the MiGs could come in for a strike. Excal has other plans, though. Let's see what's happening up top. HuMMi has reestablished himself. And let's see over here. Killer is looking mighty fine. He still has that forward tunnel. MiG strike coming in. It's going to be on the GATs. And that's a nice hit there. Firestorm not activating. Still a lot of GATs gone. But quite a few units out. Still forcing the retreat here. Nice helping from TumStep here, helping his mate, HuMMi. On the right side here, the airfield seems to have been destroyed. New airfield going up, or... Yeah, we have a new airfield. Money over here being collected. Technical now flying in. Another flamer reaching the base. And oh, wow, what happened here? Is that a flamer as well? Marakar lost his base here. Oh my god. What happened here? Must have been a flamer, right? This amount of damage? He was building another war factory there. Might have to check the replay on this one. But Marakar is essentially out. He's got nothing. Does he have a dozer even? I gotta check that out. I gotta see what happened there. Don't know if you guys caught it on the minimap. That being said, though, Excal is also kind of in trouble here. There's a big army, big commitment from Team Marakar to push in on this side. We actually see yellow coming to help here, while Ganja. We don't see Scorp Rocket yet. He's probably getting it right now. Some good damage being done here on Excal. And let's see what's happening. Yeah, Marakar has very little here. He basically has his army, and that's all he's got. In all fairness, this is a nice army. Got a beacon here from HuMMi as well, saying let's push that tunnel of Killer. Killer, in the meantime, has been happily collecting here. Now even sprouted up a second supply. So Killer's making good cash. Marakar surrenders. And let's see. Everything he has goes to TumStep. So that army happily goes to TumStep. We do see a Chinook, and hey man, there's still flamers. You could do a flamer drop. We could see something like that. They can be very effective. Mine drop coming in here from Excal, and that's going to make it very tough for this army to maneuver. And do they get hit by the mines? They don't. They happily dodge it. In the meantime, we have a big push here from Killer onto HuMMi. HuMMi's got one battle bus at the back going up, but that palace is getting destroyed, and that's going to hurt a little bit. That's going to hurt. Money over here needs to be taken as well, but let's be honest, the guys have other problems. Scorpion rockets, trying to take down the buses. One bus goes out, second bus survives. Hijacker comes in, grabs a Scorpion. Very nicely played here by HuMMi. He's trying to do it, man. He's trying to do it. He's doing what he can. We got a mine drop coming in from the ally. That is TumStep Tank General. And that's a decent mine drop as well. It's going to catch out some of these RPGs, and that will help a little bit. Oh, only one RPG, actually. The bus coming a little too close. Oh, if the bus goes down, man. And the bus goes down. Yikes. That's not looking great, man. That's not looking great. Some slight reinforcements coming in here from the green player Killer. And we have MiGs flying in. GG, says HuMMi. He knows it. The right side here is completely untaken, uncontrolled. And that's it. TumStep says GG. And that is a victory for Team Excal. 5-2 is the score. Match point. Team Excal, if they get one more victory, that's it. That's it, boys. But I do want to have a quick look at what happened with Marakar there. I do want to have a quick look. Because his base was looking fine, and then we check back, and it's all gone. It could be a Flamer. It could be a Terratech. So we'll check it out real quick. But man, aggressive stuff, right? Real aggressive stuff. Marakar, his whole base just vanished there. And I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? I want to get out. I want to get out. Help. I am in a box. Okay. There we go. Let's quickly have a look at that. Quickly have a look. I'll fast forward. Gives the other guys a bit of extra time, which I think they will enjoy. Alright, let's have a quick look just to see what happened here on Marakar. Yeah, so first he got a Terratech. Yeah, and I saw this, and then he was building another war factory, and I was like, oh, he's happy now, he's happy. Right, this is the last thing I remember seeing, and then the next time I look, his whole base is gone. Was that a single Terratech? No way. No way, boys. One Terratech here. Okay, that didn't do it. Second Terratech comes in, goes for the supply, takes out everything. Those are exposed. Those gets taken out. So it was in fact a Terratech. And then the other war factory, how did that go down? That was another Terratech. So it's just the Terratechs of Ganja that have been absolutely powerful. And took it out. Insane, man. Insane. So that's what that was. And you can see the power of a Terratech, right? You can see the power. Alright, let's see. The reverse. Team Excal needs one more victory, and then they have it. One more victory, boys. Team Marakar needs to win, right now, 4 matches in a row. 4 matches in a row. Can they do that? Against Team Excal? It's unlikely, just based on armies alone. But I'm sure they're going to give it their all. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have the reverse happen. Ooh. Yeah, we still have slow load, right? Still have slow load. Oh, we still have slow load. But yeah, let's see. Let's see, boys, what we're going to have. Team Excal now in the north. And Team Marakar in the south. I have to say, the MiGs did very nice damage, but it was actually the Terratechs here of the middle player that were so effective, right? essentially shutting down and taking out Marakar entirely. Taking out the war factory, taking out the supply, everything. So, Ganja has been very powerful tonight. I think everyone will agree on that. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are... Ooh. Oh, so this is why it's going 2 and 8. Ah, that's when I'm zooming in and out. Okay, interesting. Ah, funny. All right, well, that explains that. But yeah, let's see how this match is gonna go. Score, for some reason, isn't showing. Let's see if it'll magically appear. Score! Magically appear, please. Why, thank you. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have Mr. Killer as the Stealth General. Next to him is Mr. Wild Ganja, the Tank General. On the very right, we have Excal as the Laser. They are Team Excal, 5 in the lead. Look at that, so nice. They're facing off against Team Marakar with 2. With Marakar here as China. We've got the pink player, TumStep, as Demo. And on the left, we have HuMMi also as Demo. Let's see what's going to happen here. I am hoping that Team Marakar can do it. I have an interesting attempt of a box here, I think. I'm not sure what's happening there. Yeah, I think he wants to try and box. Let's see, workers go find each other. Are we going to see a drop out of Excal? We are not. So you get Laser Patriot instead, probably to try and deal with the Terratex, because you can see the effectiveness of the Terratex, especially from the middle player in the last match, right? A forward tunnel going up. War Factory going up. This one's definitely going to get mines before it gets anything else. Okay, maybe it gets 1 unit, like, yeah. But then afterwards, it's going to get mines. That's the thing. They put it forward on purpose because of the mines will cover these corners as well. So like that, you kind of have like a base defense. That's actually a production building. In a way, that's what's really fun about Command & Conquer Generals, isn't it? Okay, why you not finish this? Why you not do this? There we go, he finished it. Well, let's see what people are cooking up. First HuMMi is out. Oh, second HuMMi actually. First HuMMi down here. And tries to catch a dozer or two. And finds a dozer or two. But switches priority to preventing income. Getting rid of the red guard. Probably a good move there from Mr. Excal. And the Hellfire drone being surprisingly effective here. Let's see what's happening here. We have a technical flying in. And there we go. The first air attack coming in on the supply of Mr. Killer. Very nice from HuMMi. Let's see. Do we have a pink Terror Tech as well flying somewhere? Oh, hello. Hello. Yes, we do. Haha. Okay, the first one seems to be empty. Second one is not. Because if you box select like this and it doesn't select, it means there's something inside. What are the goodies that are being brought to us by Mr. TumStep? And are they explosive? Let's see. Oh, go for the dozer. Interesting choice. Almost gets the oil, though. But that is one dozer down. Where is the other dozer? The other dozer is gone. That's it. Dozer hunt complete. Oh, Mr. Excal. That is a first step to really take it out of player. Because, statistically, there are more Terratechs going to come in. And that means that Excal is actually going to be eliminated nice and quick. Let's see what's happening down here. Nice Flamer has found its way into the base of Mr. HuMMi. Even got a beacon here saying, dude, your base is on fire. Yeah, he knows. He tried to save the workers there. Yeah, that Flamer can actually be nice and annoying. But let's see what's happening on the right side here. We have Marakar trying to defend. He's got a MiG out. And doesn't have Black Napalm yet. He's grabbing the oil. He's got one oil already. He's getting another airfield out. And that's a lot of gats being spammed by Wild Ganja. A lot of gats. Those are being taken out here from Marakar. There was still another dozer in the base, if I recall. Yes, there is. And let's see. Look at this. Ganja wastes no time going straight for this money. He knows his mate is dozer hunted. He knows Excal's dozer hunted. But he doesn't mind, man. He doesn't mind. He's like, I'll take the money then. Little annoying technical is little and annoying, but does the job and gets rid of a couple of workers. Mix right coming in. Nice. He's got the Black Napalm, boys. He's got the Black Napalm. It's what you need for the Humvees, as well as Dragon Tanks. Actually, you don't need Black Napalm for Dragon Tanks. You don't, because they're immune to the Napalm damage. The missiles, man, they pack a punch. You only need 2 MiGs for taking out a Dragon Tank. There is that. Let's see. Excal gives up on taking this oil. And we have a Chinook coming in that actually might get taken out. Whoa! Yep, it gets taken out. Could have done a lot of damage, actually. Gatling tanks over here did a great job defending. I'm surprised we're not seeing any serious follow-up here on taking out this guy. He is dozer hunted. Maybe they're not aware he's dozer hunted. That could just be the case. But here's the thing, man. If you just push, send one terror tech on the Patriot, then the second terror tech on the War Factory alone, that is huge. Or even just the barracks. It's huge. I don't think the guys realize he's dozer hunted. Because otherwise, I think there would have been more team synergy from Team Marakar to focus on taking out what's left of Excal. Attack coming in here from Killer, the Stealth General. Technical trying to get some crushes off, only gets one RPG. And the pressure is mounting. Second arms dealer going up, but the enemy is at the gates. Got a couple of MiGs flying in here from Marakar. That will definitely help out. And doesn't actually hit the RPGs. Would have been nice if he hit the RPGs. Ah, there we go. Hits the RPGs. Nice, 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 nice. And this should be pretty decent for the Scorps to deal with. A Scorp rocket is up and ready. So he should be able to do some good damage there. Good micro from Killer, keeping this guy alive. He's vetted as well, this quad cannon, so it'll auto-heal. Look at that. So quite some pressure here on the red player that is HuMMi. Struggling a little bit. Let's see what's happening here. We have GLAs active in the middle. Having a good time is Mr. TumStep. And still, Excal is alive over here. I really don't think they realize he's dozer hunted. Because even the MiGs can just fly around the corner and take out a power plant or take out the barracks. 4 MiGs will take out a barracks. 4 MiGs will take out a power plant. If you fly through the center of the map, you fly through here. Yeah, okay, not right now. But, you know, at some point, you can just hit that barracks. And it makes a huge difference. If USA loses the ability to produce those missile defenders, it makes a huge difference. Definitely HuMMi under threat here. Which is interesting, because HuMMi does have extra cash here. And over here, although he's only got 2 workers here. So HuMMi should be alright. He's got matching income. I think he could do with another airstrike from his mate, because he's rapidly losing units here. And it's not looking good here. Definitely a bit of a problem. You see, Marakar is on his way to level 3. He's not exactly there, but a carpet bomber or something, or a mine drop even, would really help out. But let's be honest, HuMMi is had. This is the production camped. He needs to get new arms dealers out. Terror tech coming in the back. And this is what I mean. At this point, if you have a technical here, you know, it's, okay, maybe this is blocking it? Is that blocking it? Could a technical squeeze past? I don't know, man. I don't think they realize that Excal's been hunted since the beginning of the game. MiG strike comes in, very necessary, and does take out a chunk of units. Look at that. Very needed, very nice. And the Scorp rocket comes in, and okay, but reinforcements are coming in from Mr. Killer. Killer wasting no time. The Scorps do have an army advantage, but hey, man, an army advantage only goes so far when there's 10 quads and 2 Scorps. Everyone can do the basic math and know that the green player is going to have the little victories in these situations. But still, you know, money is still being collected here. So even though there are some losses, and you might be like, oh man, this is him out, or oh, he's absolutely screwed. It's not exactly that, you know, crystal clear. See, technical being nice and aggressive here. And we actually have a command center out from Wild Ganja. Ganja is not getting those hunted, boys. He is definitely not. Push now coming in from Pink. Pink actually coming to help his mate. TumStep is here to reinforce the area. Nice, 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 nice. Arty Barrage comes in. Now, is that Arty on Excal's buildings? If it is, yes it is. There we go. So they know he's dozer hunted. And that must be a level 2 Arty. And that will be the end of the War Factory and beginning of the end of Excal. And it is taken out. Nicely done. Essential here. And that means Excal's now reduced to only having 1 production building, which is the barracks. That's all he's got. That's all he's got, boys. Mine drop comes in. Artillery barrage from Wild Ganja is going to hit the airfield. The battle intensifies over here as the GLAs battle it out. Pink now coming in to reinforce. Carpet bomber placed down as well. But we've got to be careful. Yeah, very good, very good. Let's see, Arty Barrage is not going to hit the MiGs. The MiGs are taken off in time. Very nicely done by Marakar. So far, the battle for the middle continues. Nice flamer there, but gets stopped very quickly there. TumStep paying attention. Carpet bomber comes in, doesn't exactly find anything, doesn't connect. But look at the size of this army. Quads cannot push, and this is sort of the downside here of being Stealth General, because you can only produce quads. You cannot produce your own Scorpions, and that means we are seeing Killer on the retreat here. He doesn't want to take the engagement, and that's the right call. In the meantime, though, we still have Excal just on 1 barracks. That's all he's got. He's going to try and make it work. Killer retreating back into the tunnel. I'm going to wait to fight another day. Slowly but surely, we are seeing HuMMi rebuild, and the game is going slowly to the side of Team Marakar, in part because Excal is dozer hunted, and now without a war factory as well. So it's almost like a full elimination of a player. Almost. He can still harass. He still has a supply, so he can get Chinooks, he can get his missile defenders and harass. He can still do those things. But that's all he sort of can do at this point. Big attack from from Tank General here, proving to be somewhat effective. Team Marakar is still sort of struggling. They're not having an easy time, but they are sort of gaining ground. The next artillery barrage is probably going to be on the barracks, and that means Excal will be eliminated just like that. You could see maybe a Demo Rebel ambush doing the same thing. And let's see what the Tank General still has, because he's taken quite the beating as well. There's still one supply here. Money over here has mined out. Money over here soon mined out. Tank General present over here. So even the Tank General is losing his strength here, his economic strength. Killer trying to go in for a push. Got some demo bikes out. And that's where things start to get a little difficult for Team Excal. Nice strike here. Players are definitely fighting hard, you can see it. But it's clear, Team Marakar is the one winning the engagements. Team Marakar is the one who's not losing ground and losing their position. Sure, they had some slight losses here and there, but look at what they still have. Look at what they still have, people. And that's the difference, right? If you compare this to a single supply without trucks, then yeah, it's basically there. It's done. Rebel ambush comes in. Killer knows it. GG, he says. There we go. And it is a victory going to Team Marakar. The score, ladies and gents, is 5-3.
You have been defeated.
They are getting there. But will they reach it? Will Team Marakar have a chance of winning this challenge? 5-3, hard game. But like I said, Team Excal needs to win one more game, and they take the challenge. Team Marakar needs to win all games. They won this one. They need to win 3 more in a row. The real question is, can they do it? Very well played here by Team Marakar. Also good team play, good synergy. It was nice to see the MiGs of Marakar aiding HuMMi when they did. Because if that didn't happen, HuMMi could have had a bigger problem than he did. And also very nice that they were paying attention and Arty Barrage went on Excal there. Let's see, the next map is going to be Unity B. Ladies and gents. Let's see what the armies are going to be. And in an ideal scenario, the armies are going to be very close in army balance, right? So not someone gets Air Force in the middle position and then 2 Toxin Generals to protect him. No, not like that. Ideally, everyone is normal China. Everyone is normal China. And then you know it's super balanced. Yeah. Oh, man. Let's see. Positions have been placed down. 3 and 6 and 5. All right. Let's see what the armies are going to be, boys. The armies are going to be very important. If we have one side that is absolutely overpowered with the random armies they get, then it's going to go in favor of Team Excal. Let's see. Here we go. Nuke, Tox, Stealth. Hey, that's not even too bad. That is not too bad. Nuke, Tox, Stealth versus USA, Nuke, and I didn't see what the other one was. That is not too bad as such.
You have been defeated.
And I'm very curious, man, because here's the thing. If the armies are close together, it actually benefits Team Marakar because they need to win 2 matches in a row. Well, 3 matches in a row, really, but they need to get through this. They need to get through this part of the challenge. They need to win these 2 games, these next 2 games. And then it's a 5-5, and then we get like a mirror match or something. I don't know. But it's super important. So let's see what's going to happen, boys. Oh, I see TumStep writing in the Discord chat. Okay, no, it was nothing. Unrelated. Alright, let's see. I'm curious. Can Team Marakar do it? I think on the whole, if you saw how these matches were played tonight, I think a lot of people would be in agreement that Team Marakar has struggled a bit more getting the victories in. In all fairness, they got 3 victories against Team Excal there. That's impressive. They themselves are very good players. And like I said, sometimes it's the small things here and there. The small things where you can squeeze in a victory. Players pay attention. The other team in one area of the map doesn't pay attention. And they can go fast. Right? For example, the Terratechs of Ganja on Marakar. Not in the last match, but the one before. How quickly he managed to eliminate Marakar, right? Something like that. If it were to happen from Team Marakar onto Team Excal, it'd be very interesting to see. Let's see. So the player here, Excal, is in the middle as Tox. We got Nuke over here above him. And then we have Stealth below. Still pretty good army combination, gotta say. Got USA down below here. But in a way, USA is relatively safe, right? With their Chinooks over here. They're relatively safe. And they can go for the oil. There's 2 oils up here as well. Let's see, then we have the Nuke here who can definitely help out with Gats. An outpost if needed against the Stealth. And then the 6, 2, 4, 6 is Laser for Marakar. Laser could theoretically also pack a punch to the Nuke. Or am I looking at the wrong one? Wait, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, no, it's Laser. I don't know, man. A good HuMMi army could absolutely mess these armies up. So let's see. Ahmed says, I hope to see a 5-5. It is possible. It is absolutely possible. But like I said, it means that Team Marakar needs to win 2 games in a row. 2 games in a row, guys. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be quite the challenge. And we saw already in the very beginning of the set, Team Marakar was kind of struggling a little bit here and there. But I think in the last match, you could see the team synergy really kicked in, right? So I feel like they're warmed up. They're connecting better. And there is a good chance that this game, they're going to win it. And then the question is, will they be able to win the reverse? Let's see. I'm not going to tell the players, go accept, let's play. Clearly, that was a message that was not well received. So we'll give the guys as long as they need. But yeah, Mr. Zaid earlier said, Leggy, stop yapping. I want to see the games. Let's give the guys their time. I mean, you know, would be nice to start, right? But like I said, I'm not saying anything, man. I'm not saying anything. Alright, here we go. Countdown has begun. Then we still have the 1-minute slow load, right? Is there a general counter to Air Force? Says Aston in Twitch. Yeah, probably Air Force. Hey, wait, we're not slow loading. Whoa, we're not slow loading. Okay, alright, we are not. We are off to the races right away. We have Wild Ganja as a nuke general at the top. We have Excal below him as a toxic general. And then we have Killer as a stealth. These are the guys on the right-hand side. They are Team Excal facing off against Team Marakar. And on the left side here, Team Marakar consisting of TumStep as normal USA. We have Nuke General above him. That is Humanity, a.k.a. HuMMi. And then we have Marakar over here as Laser. It's going to get interesting, boys. It really, really is. And I think the oils are going to play a massive role in this game. A massive role. If these guys could get their oil, but they can deny these guys their oil, let's say, it's going to really, like, start to snowball, right? At the same time, if we get a nice aggressive attack from Marakar, just cutting off the income with the supply trucks here, those kind of things make a difference. Look at this. Look at the strategizing already coming in. Bunkering the building, saying, somebody better take that before I get in trouble. Well, let's see what's happening. Dozer going straight to the front, hoping to find a worker. And revealing, look at this, the spy drone here to reveal the rebels, so they can see how far these guys with the oil grab. We're not seeing a drop of any kind. Instead, we're seeing a fast war factory going up. Not entirely surprising. Missile defender coming in. It's going to try and occupy this building. This is actually building. This is not decoration. It's a building. That could really mess things up or slow things down or get a couple of hits on a Battle Master here. We have a Laser Patriot as well. Very daring. Let's go for a Laser Patriot. And a random terrorist flying in here. Yeah, look at that. And the Missile Defender here. Look at this. Look at this. Very clever from Mr. Marakar. Gets this guy half health just like that. HuMMi now coming in. We'll have an easier time dealing with this. Technical comes in. Do we have a Toxic Rebel? We do. Clears it out. That Missile Defender already slowed down this attack. And that has now allowed Team Marakar to prepare. And that sometimes is worth a lot. Oh, is that a terror tech? No! Oh, yes it is! And that is some losses. But hey, that's also a terror tech intercepted. Has to be said. But the pressure is on right away from the very beginning. Technical also here from Killer. Flies in. Wants to try and find the trucks or something. Something to kill. Is it the trucks? It is the trucks. If the trucks go down, that is a big blow to Team Marakar. Let's see, the Battle Master is repairing on the War Factory. That's cute. That's real cute. It's going to survive. There's a dozer here, though. Got to be careful. He's retreating for some reason. I think because there's threats literally everywhere. Everywhere there's a threat. And that is a dozer being destroyed. One dozer down. Oh, man. Let's see what's happening on the right side here. We haven't actually checked out the base over here, but there's 2 oils already in the pocket of Team Excal. And that's going to help as well. Battle Master over here trying to do some harassment. Or no, that was a flamer, actually. There was a flamer right there. Oil grab now coming through as well for Team Marakar. So they are really hanging on and holding on, getting those oils as they need it. HuMMi does go down. Very unfortunate there for Marakar. And down below, we have a nice, chunky HuMMi army coming in. And the real question is, what does Killer have to deal with this? I see Excal coming up top with a nice technical, probably with some terrorists inside to try and blow up the HuMMis. But is that going to work? Going in to defend the oil is said. No, it was with RPGs. A lot of technicals out from Killer. A lot. Barracks exposed. Gets sold off. But the XP comes in. Very nice for Mr. TumStep. Is he going to choose to take this engagement? Very risky to go for it. He could do it. But guys, check out what's happening on the top side. The pressure is mounting here on Team Excal. On both sides, they're being pushed. On both sides, we're seeing aggression from Team Marakar. They are not slowing down. They're not backing down. They know they're going to keep this going. Let's see, we have ECMs out. Prop center has been established here by the yellow player. That is Ganja. Technicals now come in. This is it. The push is happening. Or is it? Killer, unsure what to do. He's got so many technicals here. And let's see if TumStep is building maybe a strat center in the back. He's going to build one now. Once he has it, it's going to help him a lot. Right now, oil's exposed. Aren't going to be taken out. It's very tempting, but look at the number of technicals as well. He's got to be careful with his army. His army is more valuable than these oils right now, because if the army goes down, there could be a counter push incoming. And that's the terror tech. Does not connect. Very nice here from TumStep. He's paying attention. On the top side, though, this whole base is starting to look like Swiss cheese. Holes everywhere. And there is an overlord out. There's still 2 dozers from Wild Ganja. But that is a dead war factory. That's gone. Technical comes in. And that might hurt a little bit. Not too bad, not too bad. War Factory destroyed, though. Let's see, the push down south. Relatively soon, we get that search and destroy from TumStep, and that could change a lot. Let's see. We got 64% on the strat center. Flamers now coming in, trying to benefit from the extra high ground to try and have the extra range and shoot the tunnel without taking any damage. Look at that. These are the pros, boys. These are the pros. They know how they can do these kind of things. But let's see. Still very tough, very difficult. Up top, though, Ganja is slowly losing these engagements. And Excal's trying to come in and help here and help there. But the amount of pressure Team Marakar is putting on Team Excal here is just too much. Search and Destroy activates. These HuMMis right now are a lot more dangerous. They got 20% extra range. The missiles will be able to hit so many technicals before a single HuMMi goes down. And that is the first oil being destroyed. Meanwhile, the oil over here, happy and breathing. Nice and alive. That is the first oil down. Second oil under attack. In the meantime, this supply has been taken out. And these overlords trying to catch these HuMMis out. Really struggling. Are they going to manage? But look at this game of cat and mouse. Look how exposed the left side of this guy's base is. Over here, Ganja. And as a result, 2 HuMMis come in. Very nice from Marakar. Paying attention. Going to take out that prop center. Such an important structure. And it's done. It's done. Team Marakar has done it. They have done so much damage. There's the GG. Excal throws it down. And that is Team Marakar getting the victory. 5-4 is the score here. Ladies and gents, they've done it. The question is, can they do it again? Can they win one more game and get it to the 5-5? Can they do that? That's what we're going to have to see. But it's going to be tough. It's gonna be very tough. They were very aggressive, very powerful. And I don't think Team Excal was ready for that kind of aggression. They were not ready for it. From the initial missile defender walking into that building, slowing down the initial attack of the initial battle master, to Mr. TumStep with a big Humvee army, scaring Killer to stay put in his base and do nothing. Because the moment he ventured out, it would cost them the game. Very well played here. But let's see, boys. We're gonna have the reverse. We're gonna have the players swap positions, swap armies. Can Team Marakar get the victory in one more time to bring it to a 5-5? That's what we're gonna have to see. It is gonna be tough, though. Those Humvees are powerful. Gerald TSL on Twitch says, TumStep's on fire, man. Definitely. Definitely. Oh, boys. It's getting there, right? It's getting there. Feeling the heat. Can they do it? The Humvees were so powerful. And they really kept the Nuke General busy there. Marakar really kept him busy. Going Overlords, was that a mistake? I mean, if you don't go Overlords, but then this guy goes Overlords, it's over, right? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough to figure it out. I suspect that the Stealth General just needs to be super aggressive here. Terratics and whatnot. Oh, man, guys, are you ready? Are you ready for the next match? And what do you think of these games, huh? What do you think of these games? Crazy stuff. I'm definitely ready. Marakar and HuMMi are still discussing strategies, though. Like I said, the pressure is on their end. They need to get the victory in, or else Team Excal wins the challenge. It's a best of 11, a race to 6 victories. A very nice challenge here. $100 going to the winning team, sponsored by Loshadka. And Team Marakar has to bring it to the 5-5. There's no choice. There's no choice. They gotta do it. They gotta do it. They gotta do it. How, though? Ah, here we go. Players are ready. The countdown has begun. Ladies and gents. Best of 11. And we're about to go into match number 10. Oh, let's see it. Let's see it. Up top, we have Insayan, the Nuke General, Mr. Marakar. Below him, we have Toxin General, Mr. HuMMi. And then we have Stealth General, Mr. TumStep. They're Team Marakar, facing off against Team Excal. Killer over here as normal USA. We got Nuke General here for Excal. And Wild Ganja as the laser. Are we gonna see a drop? I'm curious. Just to mix it up. Do something different. See what's happening on this side, right? 2 barracks. Possibly for fast terror tech, while also grabbing oils, maybe. We'll see, we'll see. Got a beacon here from TumStep saying, go take the money. It's okay. You can have it, Mr. HuMMi. It's yours. Boys. Let's see, Rangers out. Looks like yellow. Wild Ganja wants to go for the oil grab. So far, everything looking rather ordinary. 2 tunnels going up, though. So I do think we're going to see a little more harassment from the Stealth General. Worker flying in. I'm sure he's just going to go in the building. Just occupy it. It's good for vision and good for later harassment and also to distract other units, right? Let's say a Battlemaster moves down here, right? And the Technical flies past. Then the Battlemaster by default will attack the nearest thing, which might be that worker in the building as opposed to the Technical. It's these kind of things. One tank shell can sometimes make the difference. That ripple effect that I mentioned earlier. Let's see. Battlemaster flying in over here from Sion, from Marakar. And the mines just kicked in, but a little too late. Oh, does actually take out the Battlemaster. Very crucial, very important. Let's see, Technical is out. And oil grab coming through. Let's see over here. No oil grab yet. Laser Patriot up top. And Battlemasters saying hello to one another. There is a demo trap here. And this could hurt a little bit. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Let's see, Technical over here from the Stealth General. And a very interesting stealth tunnel here from TumStep. Here, look at this. Look at the Humvee. It was busy attacking this building here. And it's going to get occupied. Look at that. We have some RPGs ready to go into that building. And that is going to make it a little difficult. RPGs choosing not to go into the building. And instead being picked up. Will they get to safety? No, get denied. In the meantime, some units seriously coming in here. Dealing some damage to the trucks of Marakar. Marakar, the nuke general here in Cyan. Without trucks on the second supply already. Looking rather painful. But we have a Toxic General trying to get a tunnel up. Oh, look at that. That's going to make a big difference. It's going to keep him nice and safe. In the meantime, though, this Battlemaster just about got cleaned up. Nicely done. And let's see. Oil grab has completed over here. And only one oil collected over here. This one now getting captured as well. A lot of Humvees out, though. Oh, my God. Killer. He makes it look like the Humvees are free. Look at this. We have a Chinook trying to clear the building here. Is that going to work out? It looks like it does. Nicely done here. Selling as well of the tunnel. Slight miss micro here from TumStep. Losing basically everything. Even the tunnel gets denied. That is not what these guys want to have happen right now. And the pressure is mounting. The army of Humvees going straight into the tunnels. We have Battlemasters to come as well. In the previous match, we saw the pressure up top. But now, in this game, we see the pressure definitely down below here. These Battlemasters, when they explode, they will kill all these RPGs. Oh, that is very painful. Those RPGs are exactly what's needed to deal with the Humvees. A few Battlemasters coming in here from Marakar, though. Let's see. Coming nice and close. It might make Killer say, forget it, I'm going back home to repair. These Humvees have taken some damage. That's exactly what's happening. Oh, boys. A couple of Humvees out here from Ganja. Another Humvee following. Some technicals here. Demo trap is exposed. And that's not really going to be a problem here. Let's see, do we have any prop center? Okay, those trucks are collecting for a brief moment, man. But yeah, right now is not looking very good here for Team Marakar. This is one big, scary Humvee army backed up by a couple of nuke Battlemasters by Excal. Got an Overlord coming. So yeah, the prop center is up for Marakar. And he will be able to take out these Battlemasters without too much of a fuss, but we already have this building occupied here, dealing some damage to the Overlord. Has to get out of there. At the same time, these Humvees are a real nuisance, a real problem. Killer, putting in the works here, doing a great job. And that is TumStep under a lot of pressure. Jarman trying to snipe one Humvee, and does manage. Well done there, keeps Jarman alive. A slight miss micro here from the Killer, getting his units out of position. Rocket buggies coming in. And that, again, can change a lot of things. But, guys, in the meantime, we have another army over here. We need to see those rocket buggies move up at the speed of light. And at the same time... Oh, one oil is destroyed. Only one oil remaining. Okay, there is still a chance. A chance, guys. But the damage being done by Team Excal is huge. Absolutely huge. This building needs to be cleared, though, for sure. Because it is in such a crucial position. It's so annoying to move units here. Because that building will just damage units or just take them out entirely. Nice fast laser lock. Rocket buggies stay alive. Nice job there. Good micro from TumStep. And look at the nuke general doing everything he can here. Mr. Marakar doing a great job. And there's some Battlemasters coming in from the side. Going in straight for that Overlord. Will they take him out? Oh, I think the answer is yes. Look at that. Everything gets destroyed. Still a couple of Humvees here, but the number of units left to defend with is dwindling. Not much left here for Team Marakar. Can they actually get rid of the Humvees? They took out one. One remains. And let's be honest, they've been busy so long that in the meantime, Killer is going to pump out a new army. Let's see. He's got 2 Humvees here. And in the meantime, we also have a new army out from Mr. Ganja. So, even after you destroy this one Humvee, they need to somehow very quickly regroup. They need a lot of rocket buggies out and stat to deal with those Humvee attacks. And, lol. He took it. Let's see. 1 Humvee remains. Where are the rocket buggies? Finally, this is being cleared. Finally. Just put the RPGs in. Good man, good man. Rocket buggies now flying in to try and save his ally up top. We have a black market out. Won't be long before we have rocket buggy ammo. Very needed in this situation. Because then he can keep firing. He could keep shooting. Battlemasters keep going. There is no plan to get Overlords here from the purple player. Let's see. Does he have a prop center even? He does have a prop. But I'm not seeing any Overlords here. He's just sticking to Battlemasters and continuing the harassment. A10 now also coming in. Oh, man. Hitting both arms dealers. Will he actually succeed? Oh, man. That hurts a real lot right there. And that's just going to cut off the ability to produce new units for quite some time. Yes, we have the rocket buggies still somewhere. Or are they all... No, they're still alive. Still alive. Jarman here also doing what he can. They're really trying. Team Marakar is hanging on for dear life. building a command center as well, but Marakar knows it, saying GG's and surrenders. GG's, says Ganja. So does Excal. So does TumStep. So does Killer. And there we go. TumStep surrenders. And it's just HuMMi. And that, ladies and gents, is it. It is Team Excal that takes it. The score, the final score is 6-4. Team Excal has done it. They've shown some amazing plays here, especially in this last game. The tactics, man, the aggression. They basically did the same thing that they did to that we saw Team Marakar do. Just be ruthless, be absolutely ruthless, put the pressure on. We did see TumStep getting a little closer to getting those rocket buggies. He had a bunch, but it just ultimately wasn't enough. The other team was just too powerful. They did a great job. Yeah, I have to say congratulations to Team Excal for coming in with a victory. Let's see if they're up for a quick voice chat. Let's see, Team Excal VC. See if they're up for it. But look at that, boys. Look at that. Stellar performance by both teams. Very nicely played. It was hard, man. It was hard. But ultimately, I think the USA's just made it too much. GG's play, guys. Alright, Team Excal is willing to have a voice chat. I'm not sure if they're gonna add me. Add me or I will give. Let's see what they say. Oh man, what a bunch of games that was. That A10 here was very nicely done by Ganja. Just switching off the production capabilities. That really helped. Some very hard fought battles, right? Look at the battle masters here as they explode, taking out all those RPGs. Once again, it helps a lot. Oh man. I have to say, it's very difficult games here. Let's go have a chat with the winners. GG's, boys. Congratulations.
Hello, Legionnaire.
Hello, hello. How you guys doing, man? How's it feel?
Good.
I just loved how Leggy said, how Ganja said. How did you say that, Ganja?
You're ownage, mate.
No, not that. You said Legionnaire. How did you say Legionnaire? That sounded really...
Legionnaire, yeah.
No, you didn't say that. I have to watch the stream back to see what how you said it.
I feel bad, Ledge, if we didn't end up like 6-2 when I perfectly mined on that map. Firstly, I played only... That was first time I played that map.
Well, I have to say, you guys are great. Real good, man. Like, the strats, the plays, both teams, honestly, it was amazing to watch. Like, which match was the one you guys enjoyed doing the most? Like, where you felt like everything connected and was just, you know, you felt everything worked.
Excal thought the last game we played really well.
Yeah, you did.
Especially with these.
Yeah, you did. You did. No, it was really good, man. It was really good. Oh man, yeah. Even the first Defcon game also had a lot of excitement going on. I mean,
oh yeah,
that's how you guys.
Second Defcon game was the best.
Oh yeah, the first game actually it was insane that we won the second game. I mean, the reverse of the with the imbalanced armies. That was a good win.
Yeah, how did it feel after you had the victory there? Were you like, okay, guys, we're unstoppable, we're gonna win the challenge, or were you like, okay, we still got a long road ahead? Like, what was the mood like?
Well, I think we were fairly confident after that. Winning with these armies is kind of really hard, and the fact that we did it, it was kind of easy. I don't want to say too easy, but it's fairly comfy, and I think we played well after that. It's all about the start, really, but yeah.
There was one match as well.
If it was Defcon, every single game would be 6-0.
Yeah, you would say so.
I've actually played two, three, maybe four. Played a few times with Ganja in team challenges, so I feel pretty comfy with him. And I think Killer's played a lot with Ganja as well. So I think as a team we had just good synergy. Really, I felt pretty comfy as a team, just even going into the set. I know on paper we're up against. You could say it's two masters versus one, but I was thinking, no, I feel comfy with this team. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it really looked like when you guys did an attack, when you focused on something, it just connected, it worked well. One thing that I was kind of surprised by was how well and how close you guys actually came in that Tournament C match. Like on the reverse, right? Where you were against the Air Force.
we were talking about it. I think Marakar won that game with his tech harassment, to be honest, because that held us up so much chasing this tech. It killed trucks, it delayed the Chinooks, it killed dozers, it killed a 2K scaffold of killers. It did so much. I feel like we would have won that if it wasn't for that tech, to be honest. The avalanche of units was like pushing through on the left.
Yeah, it's true. Now, did you guys know that TumStep, the Air Force, literally had no money? He couldn't build an airfield anymore.
Wow.
Oh, you mean at the end there?
Yeah, that's how close it came. That's why he eventually captured the oils. They were keeping it alive because otherwise their Air Force was effectively eliminated. You guys did so much damage there, and he was trying to get the Comanche out that ultimately he ran out of money. He just ended up with $800 and no supply center. It was like, whoa, that happened. You guys came really close there. Didn't expect that.
It was a nice game, that.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. No, well played, and congratulations, and hope you guys will enjoy the monies that was sponsored by Loshadka. So yeah, thanks for the game, guys.
Thanks for streaming, and thanks to Loshadka, because he's doing a lot at the moment. He's not just doing this; he's doing a massive free-for-all tournament as well. I think at the moment.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, that's really amazing to see from him. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah, no, thanks very much, guys. Really nice matches, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your evening. So I'll be off. Bye-bye. See you.
Bye.
And that, ladies and gents, was Team Excal, the winners of the evening. I do hope you guys enjoyed the matches. They were absolutely beautiful. They were quite fast-paced at some point. There were many things going on. And that's kind of how it goes, man. In 3v3, even 4v4, there's just so much action going on. And that's what I said before. The ripple effect of one good attack can just really push a game in a certain direction. And you could see some of that happening tonight as well. I want to say very well played to the other team, to Team Marakar. They really put on a great match, great set of matches, stellar performance. And also I want to give a shout out to the sponsor, Loshadka, to make this possible and bring these players together and organize all this. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a good time. If you did, it's always nice to give a like and also check out the players. The players have their own YouTube channels. It's in the description on the YouTube channel. On the YouTube live stream. Just have a look over there, go to their channel and leave some comments. Say, hey, I saw you play here, nicely done, and stuff like that. Give some likes, share the love. Players, of course, will always appreciate that as well. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it from me. And I will see you guys again on next week, Wednesday. I won't be able to stream Tuesday, unfortunately, so I'm moving it to Wednesday. So, apologies for that. But, you know, I'm going to go to Germany, have myself a good time, and hang out with some people. So, yeah, I will hopefully see you guys again next week on Wednesday. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Legionnaire signing off. Good night, everybody, and see ya.